Hey guys, what's up? It's Bronto75 here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm continuing my retrospective on the classic Mega Man series, in which I'm going to be playing every single mainline game with the exception of some spin-offs. And this time I'm going to be tackling the final game in the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, and that is going to be Mega Man 10, which, like Mega Man 9, was released as a digital digital game on the Xbox 360s, Xbox Live, the PlayStation 3's PlayStation Network, and the Nintendo Wii's WiiWare. And also, like Mega Man 9, is also a retro style game to where it pays complete homage to the first 6 games on the NES, to where we see Mega Man in his iconic 8-bit sprite. And for this game, Mega Man 9, they also in addition to that, everything else like the music, sound effects, and not being able to swap weapons with the soda burns for some reason, that remains true for this one. However, for Mega Man 10 though, this game had received a lot of significant improvements that were one of my main criticisms of Mega Man 9. So I will delve further into those once we start going through the game. So we're going to boot this up. Oh yeah, I forgot to address this right here in the previous video, Mega Man 9, to where it says original challenges, endless attack, and time attack can be found under challenges in the main menu. So I will be showcasing those in this video as well. But anyways, let's go on and get started here. So anyways, here is Mega Man 10, and yep, already. So yep, just like Mega Man 9, this game was developed by Inti Creates, who are best known for being the developers of the Mega Man 0 series and the Mega Man ZX series, in which, by the way, ZX Advent had released 1 year before Mega Man 9, and that game included a Mega Man A minigame to where you can play as either Greg or Ash in 8-bit form, pretty much paying homage to the NES games as well, and I think might be a foreshadowing to Mega Man 9 in this game. Anyways, opening cutscene right here. I don't know. I think I have a fever. Oh no, Rule! I think Rule has come down with Robo Enza. From what I can tell, the virus only affects robots. Oh no, that's bad. Poor Roll. You all need to be careful. I begin to think that Dr. Wily might be behind this, but we'll have to find out soon enough. Anyways, 20XX. A new robot illness, Robo Enza, has begun to spread rapidly around the world, causing robots to malfunction. Ooh. Lower the audio a little bit. Many humans find it impossible to complete even simple tasks without their robot helpers, and without robot assistance, no one can develop a proper cure. Is this a foreshadowing to the Maverick Wars in the Mega Man X series? Kinda seems like it. Anyways, a month following the outbreak, the situation worsens. The infected robots turn violent and attempt to take. Yep, okay. This is definitely foreshadowing to the Maverick Wars in the X series. Literally seems like it. Help! I recognize that sound effect. Yep, it's Wily. Oh, nice. Mega Man was able to catch him there.
What if those infected robots went crazy and attacked me? I've spent the last few days studying this Robo Enza.
What is that?
But even my genius was unable to find a cure. So I built a machine that would help me discover the key to developing a cure, but it was stolen by one of those demented robots. I beg you. You have to help me get my medicine making machine back.
I suppose if you want to stop those robots, we'll have to help you. I don't know about that. Leave it to me. I'll stop those robots. I'll find Dr. Wily's medicine making machine. Then we can cure Roll and all the other robots. Ooh, Proto Man's here. And yeah, we did see him in the title screen of this game, and of course he is ore farming again. Why am I not surprised? Don't think you'll be able to do this alone. I'd appreciate any help, Proto Man. Hey, let's do this. Alright, sick. So it looks like Proto Man is finally gonna have a major role for the first time since I think Mega Man 3, I want to say. He was there in Mega Man's he was there in a couple of games. He had supportive roles in Mega Man 7 and Mega Man 8, and in Mega Man 9. Okay, we don't need to watch it again. In Mega Man 9, he showed up only once in that game to warn Mega Man that Wily was trying to trick him with that fake Dr. Wily robot, which I still think was pretty stupid. But yeah, it looks like in this game, he's finally going to have a major role for the very first time. So thank freaking goodness. And also, unlike Mega Man 9, to where you had to purchase him as DLC, or at least in this collection in which I'm using for this video, so you have to like beat all the games or whatever. I forget. But unlike that game, you can play as Proto Man right off the bat. So yeah, it's really obvious that he showed up at the end of that opening cutscene, and you also saw Bass in the title screen as well, as like Proto Man and Mega Man 9, you do have to purchase him as DLC in the original release of this game on the Xbox Live, PSN, and WiiWare. But for the Legacy Collection 2 version, I believe you unlock him either by beating all 4 games in this collection or with a cheat code. I think that's how it was. I may have to look. I think I'll probably post on the screen somewhere. But yeah, I will be playing. So I will be showcasing the other characters. I will be showcasing Proto Man just like in the Mega Man 9 video, and I will showcase gameplay of Bass, also in this video as well. But anyways, so we're gonna go to game start. So yeah, so thankfully, Mega Man is not the only playable character in this game. We also have Proto Man, and we also got Bass as well. And I believe this is the second game where he's playable, the first being Mega Man and Bass. And okay, I initially said, so I did mention in my video on that game that I would do a live stream playthrough of that game with Bass, and I kind of forgot. I will definitely consider it at some point. But yeah, so for this video, I will be playing as Mega Man. I will be playing as Mega Man since he is the normal mode of the game. But I guess we will take a look at Proto Man. So Proto Man has Mega Man's charge shot from Mega Man 4, and he can slide, and he can also deflect enemy projectiles. However, he does have a very major drawback, is that his defense is very low, and he takes more damage than Mega Man does. So that's why playing as him in this game or Mega Man 9 is not recommended unless if you're a skilled player. And as for Bass, he plays exactly the same as he did in Mega Man and Bass, only except that he lacks a double jump for whatever reason. He can still dash, he can still shoot in 7 directions. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And also like in Mega Man and Bass, his buster shots do less damage than Mega Man's. So again, he's one that I would recommend for skilled players. But yeah, so for this video, we are going to be playing as the main character himself, the Blue Bomber, Mega Man. And unfortunately, just like in Mega Man 9, Mega Man still cannot slide or do a charge shot. So again, I don't understand why they felt the need to do that in favor of Proto Man, who's able to do those abilities. It makes no sense. Anyways, so this game, I believe this is the first classic Mega Man game to have different difficulty modes. So this is the normal mode, in which I am going to be doing for this video. There's also an easy mode to where, as we can see in the screen, these platforms above the spikes, and if you play this mode, you're gonna be seeing them you're gonna be seeing them a whole lot. And there's even this item that was featured. There was even this item that appeared only once in Mega Man 1 in Wily Stage 4, where upon collecting it, it will refill all of your it will refill the energy ammunition for all your weapons, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so I will be playing this as Proto Man, because again, I would highly recommend for casual players to play as Proto Man in easy mode. So, yeah, so this is normal mode. This is hard mode, and I will be saving this for base, as I do plan on doing a live playthrough of this game's hard mode as him, because I kind of feel like base is the best to use for this game's hard mode, to where like there are some enemies that come flying on screen really fast, and base is able to outrun them with ease, unlike with Mega Man, who would otherwise have to wait or just shoot at the perfect time. But yeah. Anyways, enough of my rambling, let's finally get into the playthrough. So of course, this game has your standard 8 Robot Masters, so we got Chill Man, Blade Man, Solar Man, Sheep Man, Commando Man, Pump Man, Strike Man, and Nitro Man. We're gonna be taking on Commando Man first, as his weapon is actually pretty good, though it does take some time to master. And already what I'm liking about this game, so already there are a lot of improvements from Mega Man 9, because for some reason that game decided to reuse soundtracks from Mega Man 2, like how the main menu music is taken from the password screen from Mega Man 2. The weapon get screen is also taken from that game, and so on. So feel free to check. You can feel free to check out my video on that for more details. So anyways, here's Commando Man stage. So it starts off pretty simple, but it does get tough later on. So yes. So like with all the other Mega Man games that I covered in this retrospective, I have done plenty of practice runs in order to get better at the game after learning several speedrunning techniques. So as always in this retrospective, this is not going to be a casual playthrough, as this is not going to be a casual playthrough, as I will be using advanced techniques and even glitches that I've learned from speedruns. So if you're here for a casual, if you guys are looking for a casual run on this game, yeah, this video is not for that. Anyways, alright, so I gotta play it safe, because again, it's got those enemies coming out from pits, you know, typical Mega Man fashion. Alrighty, I'm gonna use Rush Coil so that I can get. Dang it. Okay. Rush is not behaving right now. Okay. I'm gonna have to play it safe. Okay, I'm already getting screwed. Okay, I need Rush to spawn where I need Rush to land where I want him to land, please. Okay, watch out. All right. Okay, do need to pause though, so that I have enough time to think. Okay, nice. Made it. But yes, and also another improvement from Mega Man 9 is that we can now quickly swap our weapons with the L1 and R1 buttons. Thank freaking God. That's one of the many things that I did not like about Mega Man 9, to where they decided to make it where like I feel to where the retro style, how they tried to make it more akin to Mega Man 1 and 2 was a little too perfect, because they just removed the obvious thing. They just removed the obvious thing that was the case for They just removed the obvious thing which was the case for most games since Mega Man X1, to where you can use these shoulder buttons to quickly swap between weapons without having to pause the game. Yeah, so I'm really happy that this game has that. So now I don't have to constantly pause just to switch weapons. Thank God, because I still feel that that was one of the stupidest things that Mega Man 9 has done. And thank God this remains true for Mega Man. Thank God this will also be. Thank God this feature will also be a thing for Mega Man 11 when I get to covering that game for this retrospective. All right, tricky part right here. Nice, got that first try. we go. So yeah, like I said, I have done a lot of, I have done at least 3 practice runs of this game. So like I said, this is gonna be far from a casual playthrough. Anyways, here's Commando Man right here. So yeah, this guy can be pretty tricky as yeah, he loves to ground pound if he jumps much higher into the air like that. And apparently, according to some speedrunners, Commando Man actually does not have any iframes when he's in the air. So I feel like that might have been that probably might have been a mistake by Inti Creates or whatever. But oh my god. Okay, of course he's gonna shoot them when he's close. Oh my god. And those explosives are really hard to avoid. Okay. Ooh, came close to dying right there. Yeah, because the hitbox of those Commando Bomb explosions are very hard to avoid. Thankfully with Bass, he can avoid them with ease with his dash, but with Mega Man, you'd have to do like you just had to do pixel perfect timing to be able to jump over those explosives. Anyways, by defeating him, we have access to his weapon, which is called the Commando Bomb. And just like in Mega Man 6, they actually show Mega Man using the weapon, which is pretty cool. So how that weapon works, as what we just saw right there. So the explosion residue or recital, is that how you say it? But the explosion recital actually does more damage than the bullet itself, because if you try to hit enemies with it, it doesn't do as much damage. However, if they're hit by the explosion, the explosion, it actually does more damage. So that is something that I will attempt to do throughout this video. Anyways, alright, so we are going to save. Actually, I'm going to save on this save file right here. Alrighty. Anyways, so we're going to be taking on Blade Man next, as he is weak to Commando Man. And I think he's the second. I think he's the second ninja type robot master, as the first was Shadow Man from Mega Man 3. Anyways, gonna kill those guys. Get out of here. Okay, watch out. Alright, very nice. Alright, so y'all may be noticing that oh my god, I can't speak. Y'all may be noticing these 3 completely new weapons that you have access to at the start of the game. So we're gonna take a look at them. So this right here is the Mirror Buster, which was actually Anchor's weapon from Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge on the original Game Boy. We also have the Screw Crusher, which was Punk's weapon from Mega Man 3 on Game Boy. And we also have Ball Aid Cracker, which was Ball Aid's weapon from Mega Man 4 on Game Boy. So yeah, so this game decided to bring back those Robot Masters. So the reason I have access to them already is because I already beat their special stages in the challenge mode, in which I will also showcase eventually in this video. But yeah, by beating those stages allows Mega Man to have access to these weapons even at the start of the main game, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, so we're gonna be using this one so that we can get rid of that spider enemy up there. And yeah, they decided to bring back these annoying ass enemies from Mega Man 9, so I ain't surprised. So yeah, so we're using this right here. So it's pretty much essentially the it's essentially the Metal Blade from Mega Man 2. Although I think it functions, I think it's pretty much a mix of that weapon and the Shadow Blade from Mega Man 3. So where yeah, so you can pretty much let's see, you can aim this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so you can aim this in 7. You can aim this in 7 different directions, as it goes. Yeah, it goes further distance, and also like the Shadow Blade from Mega Man 3, you can only aim it in 7 directions, I think. Or no, actually no. In the Shadow Blade only allows you the Shadow Blade only allows you to aim in 5 different directions. So yeah, I think I mentioned in that video. Anyways, first use of the Commando Bomb. So this weapon can kill those things running along the ground, and of course the explosion recital does more damage than the bullet itself. So that is something that that is a strat that I'm going to attempt to pull off. Anyway, let's go on and get through the rest of the stage right here. So I may have to do a lot of concentration because yeah, things like that can happen. All right, so use rush coil. Yeah, so and I also love how I think this is the first time you can use the rush coil and rush jet without having to pause the game. This mechanic of being able to use the shoulder buttons to quickly select between weapons was introduced in Mega Man X1, but for the classic series it was introduced they introduced it with Mega Man 7, and for whatever reason you still had to pause the game in order to use the rush items. But thankfully this game had addressed that issue as well. Anyways, mini boss right here, in which the Ballade Cracker actually does the most damage to this thing. So we are gonna use that to our advantage. So gotta avoid those green platforms that this thing throws at you. And there we go. I love how he holds the flag during his defeat. Kinda reminds me of Tom and Jerry, where Tom would literally do this. Where Tom would literally do the same thing every time he's defeated. It's so funny. Right, get out of here, stupid spider, and kill the other one. Nice. Yeah, I really love the Ballade Cracker. This weapon was actually one of my favorite ones from Mega Man 4 on Game Boy. So yeah, it's really useful. Nice. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good move by Inti Creates to pretty much include the Game Boy Robot Masters, in which I think they're called Mega Man Killers. So yeah, it's not. So it's such a good move by Inti Creates to bring back to pretty much show respect to the to show respect to the Game Boy games. Because I already covered Mega Man 5 on Game Boy, which was the most original one of the 5 games. That's the main reason why I chose to skip the first 4. Because that game had the star droids as the main antagonists, and it even had original stages, because the first 4 games reused stages from the NES games, but did have some new level designs. But for Mega Man 5 though, it was completely original. Anyways, more on that later. Alright, let me concentrate here. I gotta make sure not to get knocked into the pit by some enemies here. So yeah, I am holding down on the triangle button to use the auto fire, because these enemies will attempt to knock Mega Man into the pit, so we cannot allow that. Okay, there we go. We got through that with ease. So now we're about to come up to Blade Man. And he can be a pretty tricky boss if you're not familiar with this pattern. Alrighty, here we go. And bro thinks he's Leonardo from Team NT. Alright, watch out. Alright, so we are going to use the explosion residue to do the most damage to Blade Man. Alright, nice. And all wall. Nice, okay, that was a good fight. That was a super good fight. So yeah, so pretty much what he does there is that he throws his triple blades directly at Mega Man. And they can be pretty easy to avoid based on your positioning, but yeah. So, and very rarely he will land on the ground. I think towards Mega Man's current location, but yeah. Thank God he did not do that in this fight. Of course, by beating him, we get his weapon, the triple blade, which is in which I think many people have said that this is the best weapon in the game, as it can sometimes ignore the iframes of not only some enemies but even some other bosses as well. So it's pretty good, and it's definitely the best. It's definitely useful for speed running as well. I think some speedrunners have mentioned that as well. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna be taking on Strike Man next, and I think he's the first sports themed Robot Master. Yeah, I really love it. I really love his design. Like, he's literally a freaking baseball. And in addition, his stage also takes place in a baseball stadium. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Honestly, I think Strike Man is probably one of my favorite. Probably has to be one of my favorite Robot Masters, because like not just that, but also his stage as well. Like I just love the creativity around here. Anyways, mini boss right here. Nice. Nice, there we go. So yeah, so if you pay attention to this mini boss's visual cue, like if you look at his eyes, like if you see that his eyes like if you see that he looks to either the left or right, that will indicate that that the baseball will that will indicate that the baseball will appear from that side. So that's when you can strike it. That's when you can strike it with the triple blade, as it is that thing's weakness. Oh my god. Alright, so again, Mega Man still cannot slide or do each. Mega Man still cannot slide or charge shot. But yeah. Anyways, first usage of the Mirror Buster, as what you just saw right there, it can deflect enemy projectiles and send them right back at them. So yeah, it is literally so sick. I only ever beat Wily's Revenge once, but so I don't remember if this weapon was that OP in that game. But man, in this game it's actually way more useful than I ever thought it was. So yeah, I will most definitely be putting that to good use. Alright, so get more ammo for the triple blade, as the triple blade is Strike Man's weakness. Man, I love this track. It sounds so amazing. And again, I just love the overall design of the stage. Like why do I feel like it could be a callback to Mega Man Soccer, which is one of the more rare titles in the franchise, which was also on the SNES. Anyways, this guy again. There we go. But yeah, that mini boss is a lot tougher than he looks. So yeah, so it takes a lot of practice to be able to take him down that quick. Anyways, alright, watch out for those locker enemies that love to shoot their pellets. Anyway, get out of here. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the way they spawn is decided at random. So yeah, it's always best to watch out for that. Anyways. Anyway, use Mirror Buster again. Oh my god. Nice. This weapon is so useful. Look at this. Like, I like how it just turns the enemy projectiles into a crescent wave. That's so cool. That's literally so cool. Alrighty. So yeah. So again, you unlock those weapons by doing their special stages. So yeah, they're very useful. Anyway, so yeah. And the only way to make those soccer balls rise up is if you shoot them. Anyways, coming up to Strike Man, who I'm hoping I get to bring down after one cycle. Nice. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I managed to get it off in this video. So yeah, so how those triple blades work is that it pretty like I think if you're able to hit Strike Man with all three blades, it actually does way more damage. Like it pretty much essentially ignores his invincibility frame. So that's how his health went down super quick the more I shot him there. So anyways, by defeating him, we get the Rebound Striker, which is probably my second favorite weapon in this game, because it does take time to learn it. But how it works is that Mega Man throws that purple ball, and the more it bounces, the stronger it gets. So you will definitely see its true potential during one of the Wily stages. Alrighty. So purchase that. Anyway, so we're gonna get to the shop right here, as this has been a thing since the Game Boy games. Dr. Light says, "Welcome back, Mega Man. You can use the screws you've collected to purchase items from the shop." Alright, so we got an extra life, which says, One up grants the player an extra life, obviously. I mean, that's the case for most. That's the case for most platformers. We got the so far we got one energy tank. Yeah, we already know what that does. We also got the weapon tank. Says restores the energy of special weapons you have selected. Can't be used on the item screen. So I believe this was a thing since also since the Game Boy games. I was gonna say Mega Man 7, but the Game Boy games came first. We also have the mystery tank. Returning from Mega Man 5 and Mega Man 9? Let me double check. Was it in Mega Man 9 as well? Yes, I stand corrected. So we also have the mystery tank returning from Mega Man 5 and Mega Man 9. So it says right here, the mystery tank restores the player's energy completely, as well as the energy to all special weapons. It might have some other unknown effects. Can be used on the item screen. So I will be saving this for the Wily stages. We also have the guard power up, in which it does. It reduces the damage you take. It reduces the damage you take by half for one stage. Can be used on the item screen. We also got Eddie as well. Eddie Call brings you special items when used. Can be used on the item screen. Very nice. Should I use them? I'll just wait till I'll wait until we get to the Wily stages. We also got the goats beat right here. Beat Call automatically saves you when you fall into a hole. It can only be used once, so that I will also be saving for the Wily stages. We also have Shock Guard, also returning from Mega Man 9. The Shock Guard automatically protects your body if you make contact with spikes, and it can be used once, obviously. We also have the Energy Balancer, which has been a thing since Mega Man 6. It says Energy Balancer restores energy to the weapon with the lowest energy level when you pick up a weapon capsule. And this one is Book of Hairstyles. What? Book of Hairstyles. Even guys should try to look their best once in a while, but looking your best will double the damage you take. Yeah, I am not purchasing this. Okay, thankfully this time it only requires 20 screws because okay, never mind. I think it was the same for Mega Man 9 as well. So what am I saying? But yeah, I'm not gonna be using that. So pretty much, so if you purchase this, it'll pretty much features Mega Man without his helmet, but at the cost of taking double damage. Pretty much like Proto Man. So yeah, so figured I'd show that. But yeah, I will be purchasing those after we beat the main 8 Robot Masters. Alrighty, so next up is Sheep Man, as he is weak to Strike Man. And thankfully, unlike Mega Man 9, Mega Man 10 features entirely original soundtracks, thank God. So no more reused soundtracks from Mega Man 2. Thank freaking goodness. Alright, so here's Sheep Man stage, and the main gimmick of this level is that it's got these things to where if Mega Man touches them with his feet, they will start to flash and disappear. Right, so we're gonna grab those screws as yeah, I will be grabbing a lot of these screws so that I can get as many items as possible, because I do want to have up to at least 6 or 7 energy tanks, as well as at least up to 5 or 6 weapon tanks. As unfortunately, like Mega Man 9, they decided to bring back the stupid gimmick from the NES games, to where in the Wily stages, after you beat one stage and then transition to another, your weapons will not be refilled. So that's the main reason why I will be going for them, as well as the mystery tank as well. But yeah, already I'm liking this way more than Mega Man 9. Like, this is how you perfect a retro style game. Like, already these improvements I'm enjoying. Already these improvements make it so much better than Mega Man 9. While I do love Mega Man 9, it does have a lot of things that it has a lot of things that I'm just not a fan of, but more on that later. Alright, so coming up is this mini boss in which it's weak to Commando Man. Can I get this off? Ah, dang, okay. So yeah, there are times to where this thing dies with one shot. Other times, I think it requires another. Dang it. Yeah. Yeah, I already knew I wouldn't get it off first try in this video, but yeah. Okay, let me try again. Oh my god, these annoying enemies keep getting in the way of my shot. Come on. Jeez, and that's already getting me hit more times than I like. There we go. Right. I've been able to one-shot that thing, but unfortunately that did not happen. So I'm hoping it happened. I'm hoping I'll be able to get off again, as that mini boss will reappear in the Wily stages. Anyways, so alright, so another gimmick that this stage has is that if you run on these conveyor belts, it will activate these lever things. And yeah, thankfully I'm actually quick enough to reach this pathway up here. But yeah, I do remember struggling with that the first time I played this. But yeah, nowadays I can get through it just fine. Alright, get rid of those enemies right there. Which, by the way, if they actually land on those stands right there, they can pilot them. But even then, they're still very easy to take down. Anyways, of course, this wouldn't be a Mega Man game without these disappearing, reappearing blocks, or also known as the Yoku blocks. So they're never fun to go through. Alright, get rid of that guy. Alright, so there's more of them here. Okay. Very nice. Alright, coming up with another part. Alright, use Rush Jet to get up here. Nice. Oh shoot, okay. Okay, I think I was supposed to do it from right here. No, wait. Okay, now. Ooh, okay, nice, we made it. There are times where I screw up on that part a few times, but thankfully we managed to get it. We managed to get it safely. We managed to get through safely this time. Yeah, okay, you can just go down. And get rid of that dude. Ooh, that was close. I almost touched that spike there. That would have been super bad. Getting pretty lucky so far. All right, nice. So now we've made it to Sheep Man, as again he is weak to the Rebound Striker. All right, here he is. So I'm gonna do this. I was hoping that would hit. Okay. Ah, dang. Missed time my jump. Oh my god. I keep messing up. Okay. I can't waste any more of my shots. Dang. Okay. I wasted it. Alright. But yeah, so the cool thing about when he forms into those clouds is that if the Rebound Striker hits the one where he's in, it will actually despawn the clouds. But yeah. Alright, unfortunately that fight turned out bad. In all my practice ones, I was able to kill Sheep Man cleanly, you know, without running out of Rebound Striker ammunition. I think I made the mistake of throwing it onto the ground so that it can bounce. But unfortunately it failed to hit Sheep Man directly, so yeah, that was a big mistake. Anyways, so by defeating Sheep Man, we have access to his weapon called the Thunder Wool, and this weapon, I have no use for it. It's not that good. And of course, since he was the fourth Robot Master we just beat, we now have access to the Rush Jet. So yeah, so I did make a mistake when I said in my Mega Man 7 video to where I forget, but I think I said something like where you had to, I think the specific Robot Master you had to beat in order to get the Rush Jet, but no. In this game in Mega Man 9, yeah, you unlock the Rush Jet after beating the fourth Robot Master. Anyways, so let's save our data. And we got a cutscene. Roll.
Oh, it's you, Mega Man. Thanks to you, I was able to create a prototype cure.
Once we have all the pieces to the machine, we can start mass producing the medicine. I think everything's going to be okay. That's great news. I'll go back out there and get those missing pieces. Oops, my bad.
Before you go, Mega Man, are you sure you're not suffering from any symptoms of Robo-Enza?
No, I'm great. Use the medicine you have on those. Use the medicine you have on those who really need it.
Well, if that's what you want.
And I love how Proto Man. I love the way Proto Man is looking at Wily there. Like, even he knows that something is up. Like, he does not believe that Wily is actually being for real with what he's telling them and how he's trying to work with them. So yeah, he's literally the smartest character in this series. I'm just not realizing this after playing all these games, especially for this retrospective. Like, especially how in the previous game, to where he tries to warn Mega Man that Wily was trying to trick him, and Mega Man still fall for it anyway. And then he comes back and he's like, I guess you need my hope again. Like, he's basically like, great, I gotta deal with this shit again. Really, basically. So yeah, it's so funny, but also interesting at the same time that he literally has common sense. Like, he knows that Wily is not to be trusted. Yeah. Anyways, so next robot master we are taking on is Pump Man, and he is weak to the Thunder Wool. And as I stated previously, the Thunder Wool is one of the worst weapons in the entire classic series. I have literally no use for that move at all, aside from Robot Master Fodder, as I only ever use it twice against Pump Man, as he is weak to that move. But anyways, so here is his stage right here, in which kind of reminds me a whole lot of Toxic Seahorse's stage from Mega Man X3, to where I believe it takes place in some sort of a sewer. And for whatever reason, these sewer currents are strong enough to push Mega Man downwards. Very notably when he's using the Rush Jet. So yeah, we can use it right here. Alright, so we're gonna use Rush Jet to skip through this, and so that we can ignore those annoying shrimp enemies, in which they look a lot like the ones from the ZX games, especially ZX Advent, as they do show up in that one stage. Okay, get rid of that annoying spider. Thankfully those spiders are weak to the Rebound Striker. Alright, we're gonna use Rush Jet again here. There we go. Yeah, you can see that the sewer waterfall are strong enough to push Mega Man downwards. Which that didn't actually happen in Toxic Seahorse's stage, where let's get rid of this guy. That didn't actually happen in Toxic Seahorse's stage, where X and Zero were able to go through them just fine. But for some reason, with for Mega Man, Proto Man, and even Bass, where they have to dang, I missed that jump. Where for Mega Man, Proto Man, and Bass, to where they're somehow still able to get pushed down. So it's really weird. Anyways, use Mirror Buster to get rid of this dude. Nice. Just deflect his bullets back at him. Ready, and use Rush Jet again here. Okay, nice, we made it. Okay, use Triple Blade. Dang it. Okay, he had enough time to shoot. Okay, yeah, use Rush Coil so that I can get up here, so that we can get these screws. Ouch. Nope. This weapon. There you go. To prevent that spider from attacking. Yeah, I'm gonna use Mirror Buster again. Get out of here. Very nice. Alright, careful about this. Okay, so careful about these Mets, to where they shoot those purple goo that can actually slow Mega Man down. They don't cause damage, but they do slow down Mega Man. So we gotta make sure to shoot them down before they get a chance. Alright, come on. Okay, thank God you can destroy them as well. Alright, shoot that way, please. So use the enemy AI. Just use the enemy AI exploit. Dang. Or do they slow him down? Oh no, okay, they make him slippery. Alright, never mind. So they make him slip, so those purple goo that these new variation of Mets shoot out will slow down Mega Man. Okay, we gotta get rid of those spiders up there. There we go. Took them down. Alright, get out of my way, please. Okay, okay, get some of this, I guess. Alright, rush jet just in case. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I didn't need them. Alright, so we've made it to Pump Man, and again, so this right here is Sheep Man's weapon. Mega Man releases a cloud, and it releases thunder. That's pretty much all it does. So nothing really special about it. So let's see if we can get it off with Pump Man here. Alright, so I'm gonna fire it here and right over here if it'll work. Okay, almost worked. You pretty much have to bait him, essentially. And fire right here. Oh, wow, okay, it worked. Alright, never mind then. So this was a strat that that was a strat that I learned on my own. That is a strat that I learned on my own without seeing other speedrunners do it. So what I just did right there, I fired my Thunderbolt. I fired my Thunderbolt at where he is, and then I fired another one where he starts jumping and releasing his water shield. So yeah, I managed to get that off clean in this video, surprisingly. So by defeating him, we get the water shield, not to be mistaken with one of the elemental shields from the classic Sonic games, but also like that shield of the same name from the classic Sonic games. It actually forms Mega Man with a shield, although he uses small bubbles, you know, similar to what Pump Man just did right there, as a shield, and if it's touched by an enemy or their attacks, one of the bubbles will actually disappear. So I guess in a way it's kind of similar to Junkman's weapon from. It's kind of similar to Junkman's weapon, the Junk Shield from Mega Man 7. Now that I think about it, since you can also push the shoot button to send the bubbles flying around, just like that weapon. So good stuff. Anyways, alright, so next up is Solar Man, as he is the weakness of Pump Man. And why did that just look like the Pharaoh shot from Mega Man 4, which is still my favorite weapon from that game. And that's still my favorite weapon from that game, as well as in my top 5 favorite weapons of all time from the classic series. Lucky kind of seems like it. Anyways, so here is Solar Man stage. And some of this low-key reminds me of Flame Mammoth stage from Mega Man X1 with all these conveyor belts and everything. I swear, it just seems very similar. Anyways. But yeah, I do have to pause though to select. To select the right weapon in order to grab the energy pickups, since they will despawn. They will despawn after a while. Right, jump. Yeah, so pay attention to that. So pay attention to that enemy's visual cue from when he stops flashing before he fires his laser. Right, and kill those guys. Kill those eyeball-looking guys as well, as they will split into miniature versions of. They will split into miniature, or not miniature, but they will actually clone themselves if you leave them alive for a while. Anyways, mini boss to where you had to fight against these 2 birds or 2 parrots or whatever they are. I think they're parrots. Or no, owls actually. I think they have to be I think they have to be owls. So, anyways, we managed to take them both down with Blade Man's weapon, as that is what they're weak to. I already love the soundtrack for the stage. Like even if it's 8-bit, it still sounds amazing. Like big props to big props to Inti Creates for being able to replicate the NES style and be able to handle it way better than with Mega Man 9. To where like Mega Man 9 just felt like very distinctive from Mega Man 7 and 8. To where at least in those games, they had original ideas and allowed for instant weapon selection. And that's something that this game brings back, and I'm low-key glad. I'm low-key glad that they were actually able to do it. Like being able to address the issues that Mega Man 9 had. Alright, get out of here. And being able to quickly switch between weapons is one of them. Okay, this one's a pretty tricky part, so I gotta take it nice and slow. Very nice. But yeah, overall, this game uses the exact same gameplay engine as Mega Man 9, as again, it was developed by Inti Creates. So yeah, this is pretty much oh shoot. Okay, that was close. That was super close right there. Alright, I'ma use Mirror Buster. Alright, get that thing out of there. Alright, so we're gonna use Commando Man to get this E-Tank. Very nice. And careful right here. And wait for him to shoot. There we go. So strike him with the triple blade. Nice. Alright, yeah, I may have to use my E-Tank here. Because I do not want to lose to Solar Man. Alright, so activate our water shield. Because I do not trust this MF at all. Right, here we go. Yeah, so he attacks by throwing down his he attacks by throwing his solar blade. Okay, I already forget the name of it, but I will remember once we get it. There we go. All right, easy. Yeah, just gotta make sure not to hit. You just gotta make sure not to get hit by his solar attacks right there. Oop, dang it! My stupid L1 and R1. My stupid L2 and R2 buttons on my PS5 controller. Every time I set it down. There we go, though. Pretty easy fight. I swear, I love this game soundtrack. It's so good. Like again, it's so much better than Mega Man 9. All right, Solar Blaze. That's the name of this weapon. So, yeah, so just gotta make sure not to get hit by his solar blades there. So yeah, so and of course we acquired it, and it pretty much just functions exactly as it did in the fight, to where you fire this solar blaze ball, in which when it explodes, it will send out crescent waves in. It will send out crescent waves in two different directions. And it will send out crescent waves in both the left and right sides. So yeah, it does definitely have its uses, but I'll try to see if it does have if it's capable of striking some enemies. Alrighty. Anyways, next up is Chill Man. Okay. Wow, of all words they use for this Robot Master, it's chill. I mean, not to be mistaken with Chill Penguin, but which is also pretty weird in of itself. But I know it's just odd. Anyway, here we go. So here's his stage right here. I mean, I guess it makes sense as to why he's called Chill Man, as his theme is pretty chill as well. Very nice. Alright, so the main gimmick, or one of the main gimmicks of the stage rather, is that it's got these ice cubes to where if Mega Man jumps on them twice, they will eventually shatter. So pretty good stuff. Alright, get that guy out of the way. You can also smash these with the water shield. So definitely helps out a lot. Alright, gotta be careful about the snowman, as he's gonna try to interfere here. Alright, hurry. Okay, I'm gonna use the Mirror Buster to deflect his projectile. Stupid. Nice. And jump twice. Ooh. Okay. Gotta be extra careful here. Oh boy. Oh yeah, okay, so I just remembered these solar blaze can pierce through enemy shields. I'm gonna try to play it safe because there are spikes. Whoo! My god. Close call. Oh my gosh. Okay, unfortunately it doesn't take down that dude in one hit though. Yeah. Still helpful though, either way. Oh wow, okay. So they brought back the these Susie enemies from Mega Man 1. We have not seen them. We have not seen them in a long time since that game. That's kind of interesting. And it's been a year since it's already been a year since I started this retrospective. So yeah, pretty interesting. As I think they showed up. Yeah, I think they showed up in Cutman stage and also in Wily stage 3. That was pretty much all. Oh yeah, and also Bomb Man stage as well. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see them return. It's nice to see them return in this game. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, come up here to get this weapon tank. Oh wow, I haven't even used this weapon yet, but this is the Screw Crusher. And out of the 3 Game Boy weapons in this game, this is the one I used the least, as it doesn't do that much damage. And it's actually the secondary weakness of Pup Man. But yeah. So I don't really use this weapon all that much. I don't think it was that great in Mega Man 3 on Game Boy either. I only beat that game once. So I don't remember if it has its usefulness. But either way. I get him out of here. Nice. Okay, that's perfect. I can literally hide under these cubes so that way he doesn't reach me. Oh, thank goodness. And nope. You're not hitting me with those. Alright, yeah, use Rebound Striker. Will this hit? Okay, make sure those birds do not hit you as well. Dang it. Okay, that was my fault for deciding to use Rebound Striker, as that's always going to, yeah, that's always going sometimes it's going to miss those enemies, but yeah, all good though. All right, I'm gonna use Water Shield. Very nice. All right, which weapon will I need? Okay, I'll try Rebound Striker again. There we go. Yeah, so you saw right there, the more it bounces, the harder it will hit. So yeah, so it will prove useful in a later stage. Dang, this literally feels like Cutman stage all over again, with these Susie enemies. And for some reason, every time I hear the name Susie, I always think of that one YouTuber, Susie Lou. I don't know why. Okay. Hide under here again to make sure this guy doesn't hit us. Very nice. Let's activate the rush coil. Alright, let's make sure not to get knocked into the pit again. There we go. I didn't have time to think there. Alright, I'm gonna resort to the triple blade. It's much easier to hit. It's much easier to hit these jumping enemies with it. Very nice. Yeah, prevent those birds from attacking as well. Yeah, playing it safe. Alright, what's gonna happen next? Get out of here. Nice. I do have to pause still because I can't think fast. Alright, use. Oh my god, okay, I forgot they respawn. Okay, hurry. Okay, nice. Yeah, and that always tracks you too, so gotta keep that in mind. Get out of here. Ooh, that almost missed. Ready? Use rush check because I don't trust this dude. Yeah, he would have hit. He would have hit me right there if he jumped less farther. And yeah, and that guy's attack pattern is always that guy's pattern is affected by RNG, unfortunately. Anyways, here is Chill Man, week 2 Solar Blade. Look at it. Okay, gotta make this is this gotta make sure he doesn't. Oh my god, why did I jump? Yeah, gotta make sure he doesn't freeze you, but his chill spikes are very hard to avoid, and yeah, I am doing very badly. Oh my god, I cannot predict. I can't predict. I cannot predict. There you go. I always get hit by those chill spikes, no matter what I try to do. I feel like I probably should have practiced this boss fight before doing this video. But yeah, either way, he is gone. I love that sprite of Mega Man there, by the way, which is also his art, also his artwork for the game. Anyway, so we got the chill spike, and this is very similar to the commando bomb, as the spikes from the weapon does more damage than hitting them directly. So that is something that I will try to. That is something that I will do my best to incorporate throughout the rest of this video. So that being said, it is the weakness of Nitro Man, who we're gonna be taking on last. Let's do it. And I love his design too, where he's literally he's literally a motorcycle and could turn into one. So pretty much, he's pretty much similar to Turbo Man from Mega Man 7 in a way, who can also turn into a motorcycle as well. So yeah, good stuff. Anyway, freeze that Sniper Joe. Ooh, oh my god. I reacted a little too late. Okay, thank god. Okay, thank god he still missed. There you go. Yeah, so those guys are weak to the triple blade. As because if you actually shoot the body but not the head, the head will remain alive. Anyways, another cool gimmick of the stage is that it's got these trains. Like, I'm trying to get this met right here. Oh my god, that still missed. Right, please hit. I'm trying to hit him. Oh, come on, he had enough ton of luck. Oh, okay, never mind. the bus killed the Met for me. But yeah, so another thing that I like, so this stage's main gimmick are these buses, and which you can destroy with, and which I believe you can only destroy with Chill Man's weapon. You can also freeze them as well, and the funny thing about that is that the frozen bus will get hit by another bus. So yeah, it's literally one of the funniest things ever. Okay. I'm gonna freeze this next one so that we can get that screw. Okay, and yeah, trying to get this Met out of the way. Okay, I do have to pause though because I cannot think fast. I made it. Alright, chill spike again so that we can freeze this dude. So yeah, I do love the chill spike to where you can freeze, and it doesn't actually damage enemies, but can freeze them. So yeah, it does help out a lot. Anyway, we're gonna go for a ride. Nice. Thank you, good sir. Alrighty, and we'll need some more energy as again. This weapon is the weakness of Nitro Man. Alright, where is this bus gonna come? Okay, it's gonna come from the left side. Yeah, if you take a look, if you take a look at the arrows at the bottom, like if you take a look at the beaming lights, like these beaming red lights that eventually turn into light blue arrows, that will indicate that the buses will start coming. That will indicate that the buses will start driving by. So yeah, always pay attention to those audio cues. Yeah, use chill spike again. Yeah, I can hit him with this. Dang it, I missed. Okay. Use chill spike again. There we go. Alright, get out of here. Nice. It's so funny how these buses just ran into each other and killed themselves. Oh, it'll never not be funny. Not today. I'm gonna use Commando Man here, if I can. Alright, so I can wait for this Met to ascend. So I can do this. Very nice. Get out of the way, please. Alright, I'm gonna use Rush Jet here. So that we can take this top pathway. I love this theme though. This stage, okay, why do I feel like, I just not realized this, but this stage is a lot similar to that Panther guy stage from Mega Man 02. It literally seems like it. And I guess it makes sense since this game it makes sense as this game was developed by Inti Creates, the same people who did the Zero and ZX series and Mega Man 9. But yeah, like the way those trains pass by and everything. Yeah, it's literally a lot similar to that stage from. It's literally a lot similar to that stage from Mega Man 02. Okay, chill spec. So we can freeze this dude and shoot him. And thankfully, when you switch your weapon, that enemy will remain frozen. So I guess it's pretty much essentially the Ice Slasher from Mega Man 1. So yeah, so definitely has a lot of good uses. One more, okay. All right, so I'm gonna use the Mirror Buster to deflect these Sniper Joe's bullets. Ah, hello. I literally pressed the shot button. Get out of here. I love that weapon. It's so useful. Alrighty, coming up to Nitro Man. Weak to the Chill Spike. This guy can be very, very tricky because he loves to throw his wheel cutters, so let's hope I have that perfect load. Okay, of course he's gonna do this at the start of the fight. Okay, you gotta make sure he doesn't reach the wall. I just now realized. Nice, okay. Perfect pattern. Okay, you gotta make sure when he transforms into a motorcycle, you gotta make sure he doesn't reach the wall, because otherwise he will literally ride up the wall, then throw his wheel cutters. And by the way, something that I never noticed until I did more playthroughs of this game before doing it for this retrospective, when he throws his wheel cutters, they also go up along the wall, and then when they drop, they will actually home in on Mega Man's position. Like they will actually track where Mega Man is. So Mega Man literally has to move out of the way. To avoid being hit by them. So yeah, it's something that I never noticed until I did more playthroughs. But yeah. Anyways, that was all 8 Robot Masters beaten. Alright, so before we tackle the Wily stages, we're gonna go into the shop. Alright, so we got close to earning 500 screws, but right now we have a total of 842. Yeah, so these next Wily stages are pretty much as tough as the ones from Mega Man 9, as they can be pretty demanding unless if you're a skilled player. Alright, so obviously we are going to get Energy Balancer. Alright, and we will also need the mystery tank. And yeah, and just spent the rest on the weapon tanks. Yeah, we can get at least 5. Alrighty, and I will need some more energy tanks. Have up to at least 6. Okay, I think 6 is good enough. Alright, and 6 for this one as well. Alright, we're gonna get this too. Alright, we're gonna get Beat as well. Alrighty, and Eddie, because why not? I'll probably just save Eddie for the final stage. Hopefully so. Alrighty, so we should be good to go. Alrighty, let's move on and. Oh no, Mega Man sneezed. Oh no, don't tell me he's come down with the case of Robo Enza. That's very bad. Mega Man, are you okay? Oh no, he's been affected by the virus.
Dr. Light, the medicine making machine is gone. What should we do?
Yeah, it's Wily. Who could have seen this coming? Come on. You guys should have seen this coming, dang it. Proto Man was right to stare at him at that one cutscene where he was talking to Mega Man. You guys should have seen this coming. Like, how do you fall for this every time? Like, it's very obvious that Wily is never going to change his ways. Like, he's been doing this for the past the past 12 games now. Like, he never changes. Like, come on, dude.
Greetings, people of the world. I hope you're enjoying the effects of my little robot virus. If there are any robots who want the cure, all you have to do is come work for me. And don't think Mega Man is going to save you like he usually does. He's come down with a nice case of Robot Ensa himself. Now you will finally see the true genius of Dr. Wily. The world is mine! Ha 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 ha! Achoo!
Okay, I feel like he's also come down with a case of Robot Ensa as well. And I'm just not realizing, is this foreshadowing to the Sigma/Maverick virus? Starting with Mega Man X5? Dang, there are a lot. Oh, excuse me. There are a lot of foreshadowings to the X series. There are a lot more foreshadowings to the X series than I initially realized. Cause like we have this virus right here, then we have the Sigma virus, Sigma or Maverick virus, whichever. I might need to replay Mega Man X5, and then we have the I believe okay. I think it's just that particular virus that would end up leading into the Elf Wars in the Zero series. I'm just not realizing that. That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. Like this lore building and whatnot. Anyways, I should have known this was Dr. Wily's doing all along. Again, Mega Man, you should have seen this coming. He's tricked you before. In the last game, something that Proto Man tried to warn you and you didn't even listen. Like, come on, man, you're way smarter than this. I have to stop. No. You're in no condition to do anything. Oh, here's Rule. Rule!
Mega Man, use this.
I thought you took your medicine already.
I was saving it. In case a really sick robot was brought in.
But Rule, you need it.
If I use it, I still can't stop Wily. But if you can take it, you can stop him.
Thank you, Rule. Sit tight. I'll stop Dr. Wily and bring back enough medicine for everyone. Oh, well, there we go. All right. Well, that was pretty convenient, if nothing else. It's a very good thing that Rule was able to save that one. So yeah, very convenient. We're all counting on you, Mega Man.
Good luck. Be careful. Be careful out there.
All right, let's go. Now, honestly, if that actually happened right there, that would have been the end. That would have been the end of the entire classic series. But fortunately, Rule, being the best sister she is, decides to save her brother at the very last second. Thank goodness. Anyways, oh yeah. Also, I like how that says touchpad, to where it acknowledges the PS4/PS5's touchpad button, which is pretty cool. Anyways. Of course, they decided to bring back the sound effect yet again, just like in Mega Man 9. And no reuse of Mega Man 2's Wily Castle theme. But yeah, as I was saying there, so again, I'm playing the Legacy Collection version of this game. So if you're playing the Switch version, it just shows the minus button, and I don't know what it looks like on the Xbox One version. I don't own any I don't own an Xbox One or Series X, so I wouldn't really know. Anyway, so here's Wily Stage 1, and I love this theme that's playing right now, where it sounds melancholic. How do you pronounce that word? Melancholic? Hold up a second. That was something that Jay's review said in his review of this game. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, melancholic. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, it's playing this melancholic theme. But then after a certain section, it actually changes into a completely different theme. So anyway, we're gonna go through this right here. Alright, managed to avoid those enemies without taking damage. Anyways, what is this? What is this? We have to fight all of these? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so this right here is the Weapon Archives boss. So where, yeah, okay, so it looks like, so they brought back the robot masters from all the previous games. So we just saw Woodman there. We're now fighting Gemini Man and now Elect Man. What? Okay, so this is a lot like the Doc robots from Mega Man 3, where they. This is a lot like the Doc robots from Mega Man 3, to where they use the abilities of the Mega Man 2 robot masters. This one's a lot like it as well. Oh my god, I'm already getting screwed. Why did I think it was a good idea to land there? Okay. Fortunately, I took a lot of damage from that. I took a lot of damage from those robot masters there, so I'm gonna have to play it safe. Anyways, and after beating that boss, what the fudge, dude? After beating that boss, no, please, Matt, stop it, please. Jeez, I was getting sniped by that dude. Goodness gracious. But anyways, after beating that boss, this stage is now playing. Yeah, I'll take the death. I took way too much unnecessary damage. But yeah, this stage has now switched to a completely different theme. I think this is the only Mega Man game to do this, I believe. I don't think any of the X series games has done this. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna take this path. I think it's much easier. This theme is also pretty goated as well. Okay, watch out. Can I get up? Get out of here. Oh, I could have used the mirror. I could have used the mirror buster against them. Oh well. Too little, too late. Okay, I'm gonna use it against this guy. This baseball enemy. This strike man enemy. Nice. I'll use it again here. Nice. I love this weapon so much. I don't remember how great it was in Wily's Revenge, but man, is it super useful here. Okay. Unfortunately, these guys already spotted me. There we go. Nice. Alright, so that wasn't as bad as I thought. Use Mirror Buster. Nice. Alright, carefully timed jump. Nice. Oh, there's more? Okay, I'm guessing this is Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 Robot Masters? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is Napalm Man. Alright, so he's actually weak to Rebound Striker. Ow, dude, stop. Okay, Napalm Man is being a jerk right now. Shoot. Crap, I may have to use my E-Tank. Alright, so Ring Man has just popped up, so I think he's weak to Solar Blaze. Yeah. Ow. Okay, use my E-Tank. I'm taking a lot of damage, unfortunately. Right, come on, hold still, dude. Ring Man, I need you to hold still. There we go. Alrighty, and here comes Flame Man from Mega Man 6. So he is actually weak to the Water Shield. There we go. Dang it. Jeez, I forgot. They hit like a truck. Oh my god. I literally just used my E-Tank and they still damaged me for a lot. That's rather unfortunate. Anyway, so okay, so we got these enemies who are also in Sheepman stage. But yeah, we got these mouse type enemies that display those glass blocks or whatever whatever these things are. So yeah, pretty interesting enemy type. Anyways, dang it, hit please. There we go. I love when my attacks just don't connect for some reason. Ooh, okay, thank god I had the spike. thank God I had thank God I had the spike guard. Ooh, because otherwise, I would have been dead right there. Okay, use this. All of you get out of here. Oh, I could have saved that for Rebound Striker. That's fine. Okay, I gotta wait here. Okay. Strike him. Alrighty, and I'm gonna use Mirror Buster on this dude. Nice. Bro being hit by his own attack. Alright, good pattern from that big eye enemy. Alright, so I'm guessing for this one, it is the Mega Man 7, 8, and 9 Robot Masters also returning. So who's gonna show up first? Oh, Slash Man! In an 8-bit sprite, interesting. Anyways, okay, so you want to bait him into coming over. Oh my god, he made me waste my shot. Dang it. Okay, right here. Yeah, you just have to manipulate him. And Frostman also in 8-bit form, also in an 8-bit sprite. That's pretty sick. But he's weak to Commando Bomb. Dang. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to my health. Yeah, these guys do so much wow, I got a game over. Okay, well, alright, I'm gonna make a quick edit and then I will start from where I left off. This one's gonna have a lot of cuts. Alright, who's gonna show up first? Okay, Tornado Man. Slash Man, I need you to land right here. Dang it. Okay, Frostman. Where's he gonna go? Alright, right here. I swear that never kills. Okay, use my E-Tank. Nice, okay, perfect. Oh my god. I don't understand why all these guys do so much damage. Jeez. And yeah, it is possible to kill Frostman with it is possible to kill Frostman like after one Commando Bomb explosion, but for some reason it didn't happen. So I'm not sure how his iframes work. It's really. Anyways, on to Wily Stage 2, and I'm gonna take an intentional death here so that I can refill my life count. Yeah, take an intentional death. Oh, right. Okay. Well, reload my save then. I forgot I had beat. Oops. So yeah, so if I do game over here, it's fine. I get this out of the way. Yeah, I forgot I had beat on. So yeah, so he pretty much functions the same as he did in Mega Man 7, to where he can save Mega Man from bombless bits. I'm gonna try to play it safe here. All right, freeze this guy and kill him with the Mega Buster. I'm trying using this so I can get those guys spawning out of pits. Why can't Mega Man not slide? That's so stupid. Yeah, it would have been nice. Instead, it's been given to Proto Man. Like, I do enjoy this game more than Mega Man 9, but unfortunately, they still brought back that very same issue that game had. As Mega Man still cannot slide or charge shot. I don't understand what gives. It's so stupid. Let's see if I can get this. Nice, perfect. Alright, chill spike. So we can freeze this dude. Oh, you get out of here. Alrighty, I will need that energy tank. Very nice. Oh yeah, and also, this is cool thing that you can do with Nitro Man's weapon, the wheel cutter. You can use it to climb up walls. So yeah. So that is a trick that I have learned from speedrunners, and it does help save a lot of time especially helps with sections like that. So where you'd have to go through those the traditional way. So yeah, definitely helps out a ton. Nope. Alright, so I will try to save it for that one mini boss. Not this one though. Okay, so I forgot these guys return as well. Returning from Solar Man stage. Nice. Very nicely done. I also got these guys returning from Solar Man stage as well. So once again, just pay attention to their visual cue when they stop flashing and before they start firing their laser. Ah, I thought you can kill that with Solar Man, but I guess not. Ready. Very tricky part right here, which kind of damn, I got too close to it. Okay, that was my fault. Damn. Wow, and I start from the very beginning. Okay, reload my save. Yeah, I forgot there are no checkpoints in the very beginning. Alright, so I will have to make an edit. I will have to cut this to where I left off, so I will be back. Alrighty, we back. Alright, so let's try this again and not get too close. Not get too close to where these things are going to land. Don't know how I made that mistake. Trying to play it safe. Right, jump. Perfect. Alright, now we got the checkpoint. Alright, so can I get out this trick right here? Hoping I can. Ah, I messed it up. Can I get out this trick right here? No, I want this to kill in one hit, please. Please, game. Please let me get out this trick. Let's go. Finally. I wanted to get out that trick. Nice. So yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks, but at least I was finally able to get it off. Anyways, use Mirror Buster to deflect the Mets projectiles. Nice. Nope. Alright, so I think this one pit enemy is gonna come out. Oh, okay, not there. Okay, that's fine. At least as long as it doesn't respawn, we are good. Okay, watch out for this one guy. Close. Yeah, I'll use this. So get that guy out of the way. And use Rush Jet. Nice. Alright, Mirror Buster. To deflect this guy's bullet. Whoosh. Nice. Alright, another one of these. So we gotta take it nice and slow. Oh yeah, I forgot that enemy does not try to attack you. I come up here. Nice. I'm trying to play it safe. Alright, come on, slam down. Nice. Nice. Of course that misses. Not surprised. I know that was gonna come out. Dang, missed. Nice. Alrighty, we made it through. Oh god. Dang, of course. I really hate enemies like that in these games. Like, I already dislike the big guys from Mega Man 1. Thankfully, the ones in Mega Man 4 were pretty easy with the slide. But man, I just hate those ones. They're so annoying. Anyways, so we got this. So we got the second Wily stage boss. I forget the name of this dude. I will look into it. I will look into this in the museum after we beat the game. But he is weak to Commando Man's weapon. And this guy looks a lot like that one mini boss from Mega Man 02 and Phoenix Magneon stage. So yeah, like the design, like literally the design is literally the exact same. So yeah, that's how you know that these games were developed by Inti Creates. Ouch. Come on. And also, I don't know how I forgot to mention. Oh my god, I'm gonna use a weapon type. But I don't know how I forgot to mention this. But how Commando's bomb works, like how you aim it, is that you actually had to manually control it by by pushing up, left, right, D-pad. You had to like manually control it so that you can actually change the directory. Of where it's going. So I forgot to mention that for some reason, but yeah, I just now remembered. Nice, there we go. Yeah, I was able to kill that boss seamlessly, but unfortunately I ended up messing up there. But yeah, still an easy boss despite my mishaps. Alrighty, Wily Stage 3. And this is the stage where I am gonna pull out the rebound striker trick against the boss for it. So there it is. And also just like in Mega Man 7, 8, and 9, each Wily stage has their own theme. And I think this one might be my favorite one. It sounds so good. Oh my god. Dang it, dude. I hate you. Okay, now these enemies are just as bad as the big guys from Mega Man 1. And it's always so random on where they jump. No, why did... Oh my god, he didn't go away. Okay, just move on. Just move on. Yeah, he's gonna hit me. He's gonna hit me anyway if I try to come back. Anyways, so we got this auto-scroller right here. So we had to, yeah, so we had to hit... You had to, like, stand on one of these switches in order to move this platform. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Jump. Okay, gotta make sure that these Mets do not attempt to knock you into the spikes. So even with my spike guard active, I can still get crushed. So gotta keep that in mind. Anyways, Mirror Buster. Yes. All right, so this is where I'm going to. This is where I'm going to employ another trick. Or use another trick, I might add. With the Rush Jet. Do I have enough Rush Jet energy? Yeah, okay, I may have to use it here. Yeah, I think you need full energy in order to get this off. So what they want you to do is that you have to use that thing down there returning from Blade Man stage, like this that conveyor belt platform. That you have to stand on two. They had to stand on two platforms in order to get to accelerate, but instead I am going to use the Rush Jet. Okay, so go all the way to the top, so that guy will always miss you every time. Now you gotta worry about the next two. Nice, perfect. Got it off first try. Let's freaking go. So yeah, so that's it. So that trick right there is another one that I've learned from speedrunners. So I don't have to use those conveyor belts anymore. Nope, wrong weapon. There you go. Shoot, I dare ya. Shoot, I dare ya. I dare you, dude. Try something. Okay, he's not gonna do it. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna bait him. Ah, man, I messed it up. There we go. Perfect. Ready? Kill this guy with the volley cracker. Yes. And I'm gonna use Nitro Man. Nice. I love that. I love that. I love that that's a thing that you can do in this game. It's so useful. Use it again here. Yeah. Very nice. Nice. You can literally use that to climb walls. Oh my god, I love that. It's now one of the many things. It's now one of the many things as to why I prefer this to Mega Man 9. However, I will say though that Mega Man 9's weapons are still better, but some of the ones in this game are still really good. The only one that's the least useful is the Thunderwall. I only ever use it twice in this entire game. Alright, another auto scroller. So we gotta watch out for these spikes and make sure these meds do not knock you into them. Okay, it's gonna go that way. But I am using water shoot to negate their bullets. Alright, perfect. We got through just fine. I need you out of here. How many lives do I have? Okay, 2. Perfect. Oh! Oh my god, okay, I didn't see that. Because I gotta deflect this dude. Okay, there we go. Then use Triple Blade. Nice. Alright, get out of here. And get him out of here too. Alright, so I will need that E-Tank. Very nice. Alright, do I have Rebound Striker fully up? Okay, not yet. Alright, because I will need full ammo. I will need Strike Man at full ammo in order to take out this boss. Alright, can I get this off? This is the Block Devil, by the way. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nah, I messed it up. Okay, let's try again. I want to get off this trick. Alright, let's try again. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, come on! Come on, game. Please let me get off this trick. So this is gonna have a lot of cuts. Okay. Well, I was about to restart, but whatever. Yeah, I feel like I did a lot better at that. I did a lot better at that in my practice runs in this video. But yeah, I was about to reload, but it was too late. Yeah, the game instantly saves when the second you land the final hit on the boss. But yeah, I was able to get through that very cleanly. I think during one of my practice runs. So yeah, I will be posting a short of this fight. Because yeah, that trick I did learn from the speedrunner. So yeah, I was counting how many of those blocks appear, and the second you see the 15th and 16th ones come up, that's when you need to aim downwards with the Rebound Striker, and so that you can immediately land a hit on the Block Devil's eyeball the second it spawns in. So yeah, I am fortunate, and that's where you can get the quick kill. But I unfortunately failed at it. Maybe I messed up the timing with my rebound shots. But either way, yeah, that helps save a lot of time. Anyways, on to Wily Stage 4. And in your typical Mega Man fashion, we had to refight all of the previous Robot Masters before we could fight against the final boss. So this first one is going to be Blade Man. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Ouch. Oh, okay. That's when he does it. It's very rare. Okay. He usually doesn't do it more than once though. Kind of weird. Ah, dang, I missed. Okay. Reload. Jeez, I'm already making a lot of mistakes. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, I will use the reload save if I have to. In case if unfortunate situations like this happen. Okay, gotta make sure he doesn't try to land on the ground. Nice, hits twice. Alright, and you're dead. Perfect. So yeah, I like how he clings. I like how he clings onto a wall when he throws his triple blades. Pluto from Mega Man 5 on Game Boy was also able to do that as well. So yeah, so it's pretty interesting how these Robot Masters were able to use wall cling abilities long since before X could. Okay, he's close. Okay, gotta watch where those chill spikes are going. Okay, thank God he doesn't shoot them directly at you, but still. Okay. Okay, I'm all out. Alright, gonna have to use a weapon tank. I'm playing it safe. There we go. Perfect. So I had all so the trick to that is that just don't try to fire these solar blades when he's close, because you're guaranteed to get frozen by his chill spikes. And speaking of which, it is the weakness of Nitro Man. Watch out. Okay, I think he does. Okay, no, I think he does that. I think he does that after a while. So it doesn't really happen no matter what. All right, get away. Okay, he decided to run straight towards the wall that time. Alright, use my E-Tank. He's already screwing me over. Come on. There we go. Alright, unfortunately, pretty bad fight, because he decided to give me the worst pattern. Alright, next up is Strike Man. He is weak to Blade Man. No! I accidentally hit L1. Okay, doesn't matter. I still killed him quicker, but jeez. My finger was too close to the L1 button that I accidentally switched to a different weapon. That always happens every time. I did not mean to hit L2. Alrighty, next up is Pump Man. As he is weak to the Thunder Wall. I shoot it right here and then over here. Nice. I just wait for an opening. Oh, come on, you made me waste my shot, dude. Nice. Just walked right into it like an idiot. Alrighty, next up is who? Commando Man? Yes, Commando Man. He is actually weak to Nitro Man. Alrighty, so do right here. Dang it, I was trying to jump, it was too late. Nice. Easy peasy. Alright, next up is... who did we not fight yet? I'm trying to put my finger on that. Okay, it's Sheep Man. We haven't fought Sheep. We haven't refought Sheep Man yet. Alright, let's see if I can get this off this time and not waste any of my rebound strikers. Yes, got it. So yeah, when you hit the correct one, yep, you get to explode. You get to expose Sheep Man. I'm gonna wait for it. Alright, nope, doesn't matter. It don't matter, he was at 1 hit point left. Alrighty, last but not least, Solar Man. As he is weak to Pump Man. Here we go. Alright, hold still. Come on, man. Ah, of course I'm all out. Of course. Alright, I'm gonna use it right here. I'm gonna save that M-Tech for the next boss. And water shield right here. There we go. Alrighty, another bad fat, but it's whatever. At least I didn't die though. Alright, so we're about to come up into the actual final boss. Against the typical big bad Dr. Albert Wily. And he's got a pirate he's got a pirate ship this time around, as he has his skull wearing the pirate hat. And again, I'll never understand why Dr. Wily has an obsession with skulls. It's literally his main theme at this point. Oh, nice, got that in 1 cycle. Alright, second phase, weak to the water shield. Alright, so we gotta go through this relatively long cycle here. Ooh, close. Alright, he's gonna land. Can we get this up? Alright, use my E tank again. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use the M tank, cause why not? Since using the water shield, similar to the rebound striker, does consume a lot of weapon energy. Alright, hurry up. This is literally just like in Mega Man 5. Alrighty, activate it again. Alright, go through another long cycle. I still hate that Mega Man cannot slide. It would have been so much easier. Nice. Get destroyed. How many times has this theme been remixed now? Let's see. Started with Mega Man 4. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think this is the 7th time this has been remixed. And whoa, what is going on? Wow, all the way up to outer space? Just like in the Game Boy games? Goodness gracious, Wily. You really gotta ease up, man. Goodness. Oh, wow, I like how we're upside down in this stage. Yeah, look at this. You can see that these skull sprites inside those small boxes are literally upside down. Do love this theme though. And because we're in outer space, we have space gravity. So pretty much so this is a lot similar to in Starman stage in Mega Man 5, to where when Mega Man jumps, his jump height is a lot bigger than it normally is. So it's pretty much the same as it. So it's pretty much the same as it. It's pretty much the same as it is, as if he's underwater. To where he also jumps much higher. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I believe that, and yeah, this also happened in the Game Boy Mega Man 5 in Jupiter stage, I think. Yeah, Jupiter stage. So you also have gravity. You also have gravity mechanics in that stage as well. So pretty interesting how both versions of Mega Man 5 on the NES and the OG Game Boy had stages with gravity gimmicks. Okay, I should be using the Triple Blade. Why do I keep using the Mega Buster? Anyways, they decided to bring back these annoying drill things from Metal Man stage from Mega Man 2, unfortunately. So they're already annoying in Mega Man 2, and they still are annoying in this game. So yeah, those things are never fun to deal with. Anyways, use Rush Jet to grab this. I think that's a that is a mystery tank. Anyways, so this final boss is weak to Chill Man. And surprisingly, this is one of the more easier ones in the entire series, as you will see why momentarily. Anyways, so this is the final boss, to where there are two different versions of Wily. The one Okay, so the yeah, so this one, oh god, okay. Avoid the energy balls. They will track you. Yeah, so the real Wily is the one in his normal sprite that we've seen in the previous games. The other one, the gray fake Wily is the one that you cannot hit. I don't remember what happens if you hit him, but I'm not gonna try to do that. So yeah, it's just the real one that we have to target. Okay, avoid these energy balls. Kind of reminds me of that one attack that Sigma did in his final boss in Mega Man X5. Anyways, very easy boss, like I said. And pretty much all those attacks that he throws at you are very easy to avoid. But yeah, that's freaking go. Mega Man 10 has been conquered as Mega Man, because again, he's not the only playable character in this game. I've got you now. Dr. Wily? You've got a fever. Did you catch the robot Enza virus too?
I'm a human, not a robot.
I gotta get you to a hospital. Yeah, how nice of Mega Man to bring Wily into the hospital. You know, despite all the times that Wily tried to kill him. And yep, going by that sound effect, Otto says right there, Wily has been gone missing because, of course. Honestly, I would just leave Wily there to die, honestly. Because again, considering all these predictable shenanigans that he has pulled up to this point, why should we even feel sorry for this old ass coot at this point? I especially love Bass's ending. To where he literally leaves his own abusive father to die. And yeah, totally understandable. It's just like in Mega Man and Bass. But yeah, I will eventually bring it up when I do a live playthrough of this game's hard mode with Bass. As like I said, as I said before, Bass is most definitely the best character to use for this game's hard mode. As you know, when playing this game's hard mode, as what we saw on that screen before we started the Mega Man playthrough, where it's literally enemy spam, and pretty much like in Mega Man 9 superhero mode, to where it has enemies. It has enemies from other stages that they normally show up in a normal mode also show up in other stages, like how, for example, those enemies in Nitro Man stage, the ones that would try rolling towards you, and if you kill their body but not their head, their heads will be shooting the energy pellets. They will actually show up in Commando Man's stage in hard mode. So yeah, they actually show up there. So yeah, so that is a good example. And the cool thing about playing as Bass in Commando Man stage is that like those enemies that will pop out from pits, you know the same enemy types that we've been seeing in previous games, Bass can actually avoid them with ease. Like if you do a perfect dash jump, he can avoid those enemies with ease, and he can also avoid the big eye enemies as well, in which Mega Man would otherwise have to wait or just time his shots perfectly because again, he still cannot slide or charge his buster. And I think Proto Man is capable of avoiding those big guy enemies as well. But for Bass, yeah, he's literally the best character in this game. Like, he's just as fun as he was in Mega Man and Bass. The only drawback is that he's no longer able to jump. He's no longer able to double jump for whatever reason. And I feel like his Bass Buster now does more than 1 damage. I think it does like 2 or 3 damage now. So at least that wasn't it. So I'm actually glad that they were able to fix that issue from Mega Man and Bass, because in that game, Bass was the best for traversal, since he can shoot in 7 directions and double jump, and can even dash jump as well. The only drawback with playing as Bass in that game are the boss fights, where his Bass Buster does 1 damage in comparison to Mega Man's charge shot doing 3 damage. So yeah, so at least that has been improved in this game slightly. I just wish that they didn't get rid of his double jump. But anyways, that was it for Mega Man 10. I low-key enjoyed this game way more than Mega Man 9, as they managed to improve with a lot of things. We can finally use these shoulder buttons to quickly switch between weapons. That was lacking in Mega Man 9, and the fact that this game has an original soundtrack, so it's much less nostalgia pandering than Mega Man 9 is, and the fact that Mega Man is not the only playable character. You get to play as Proto Man and Bass. Proto Man you can play as right out the bat, but for Bass, in the original release of this game, as a digital software on the WiiWare, Xbox Live, and PSN. Yeah, you actually have to purchase Bass. I don't remember how much it was, but at least in the Legacy Collection version, which I'm using for this video, you unlock him by either beating all of the games in this collection or with a cheat code. One of the two. I think I used a cheat code because I've been playing the Legacy. I've been playing the Legacy Collection 2 and Legacy Collection 1 since 2019. And at the time, I was still new to the Mega Man. I was still very new to the Mega Man franchise, and it was also at the time to where I preferred the Mega Man X series games where they were more faster paced. But I think about 5 years later, as I mentioned in my Mega Man 1 one-shot video, I've grown to appreciate the classic series a lot more, even to the point where I'm starting to prefer these games to the X series games, which is pretty crazy. Honestly, pretty crazy. So yeah, so that does tend to happen in life over time, where you tend to change your opinions on certain things or whatever. But yeah. Anyways, so we just beat the game. Our clear time was 58 minutes, but yeah, I'm gonna pull this up as so during my last practice run, I beat this game in 47 minutes. So I think that's my fastest time on here. Yeah, if I wasn't doing commentary and recording for this video, I would have gotten a faster clear time than this. But yeah, it's what it is. But yeah, that was it for Mega Man 10. Yeah, and I forgot to comment on this, but yeah, I like how this is kind of reminding me of Sonic Heroes right here, where Mega Man is basically Sonic, Proto Man is Tails, and Bass is Knuckles. So yeah, look at that. Like, I just love the way, their hits are close to each other. So yeah, good stuff. So anyways, and I did say that I will tackle the challenges in this video as well. Okay, so nothing there. All right, so I'm gonna showcase Proto Man. So as what's shown right here, he can so unlike Mega Man, it kind of seems that he stole Mega Man's slide and charge shot. So yeah, I like to think that's my headcanon. So yeah, so he could slide, charge shot, and be able to deflect enemy projectiles. And I will play as him in easy mode, because since again he takes because Proto Man has very low defense, and because of that, he is very susceptible to high damage from enemy attacks. So yeah, we're gonna play as him here. Oh yeah, and also so the wallpaper that I'm using for this game, it's the fourth one that just like in all the other games that I've showcased in this collection, and as part of this retrospective. But I like how the wallpaper or template, what did it call? Okay, so this game, okay, so the Legacy Collection calls it the background. But yeah, I like how the wallpaper background changes, depending on what is it, if you're on the title or the main menu screen, and in this case, because I was playing as Mega Man, they show his own wallpaper, but since I'm playing as Proto Man, it shows his own wallpaper. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I begin to think that this is where Sonic Origins got the idea for character wallpapers, like character spread wallpapers. So yeah, because that's also a thing in that game as well. Anyways, charge my shot. So yeah, so Proto Man has the exact same chart. So Proto Man's charge shot is the exact same from Mega Man's from Mega Man 4. Yeah, if you look at the blast sprite, yeah, it's taken directly from Mega Man 4. So yeah, some good stuff. All right, so this sandstorm, yeah, so this sandstorm is gonna come back. And we're gonna try to deflect this Met's bullets. Come on, shoot. Oh, what? Oh, okay, he shot only one. Okay, so it looks like they changed the enemy behavior for easy mode, because these Mets usually shoot 3. Yeah, these Mets usually shoot 3 pellets, but for easy mode they will instead shoot just 1. All right. I guess they really did try to. I guess it's true that they did indeed intend this for casual players. Wow, that enemy came up a lot slower than usual. So I'm guessing they also changed that for this mode. But yeah, like I said before. Oh yeah, this is what I mentioned. So they brought back this thing. I forget the name of this thing. I'll probably have to look at. I'll probably place it on the screen with the text. But yeah, they brought back this thing from Mega Man 1 to where you touch it and it refills not only your health but also your entire weapon energy. So it's pretty much basically the the energy tank. Not energy tank, the mystery tank. Jeez, I don't know how I made that mistake. Anyway, oh wow, I could have just deflected that. Yeah, watch out right here. But yeah, do recommend playing as Proto Man in easy mode, since I do recommend playing as Proto Man in easy mode since he takes double damage. So yeah, so it's for this reason that Proto Man is my least favorite of the 3 characters to play with this. It's for this reason alone as to why Proto Man is my least favorite of the 3 characters in this game. So that's why I don't ever play as him often. So yeah, I just prefer to play as either Mega Man or Bass. Like, at least, like, I'm glad that he has the charge shot and slide, but his main drawback is that he takes way too much damage. Like, this is it's pretty much basically X without his armor upgrades, if you will. Okay, anyways. Alright, facing off Commando Man with Proto Man this time. Okay, so, mostly just gonna use my charge shots against him. Oh god. Do you get interrupted while charging your buster? I really hope not. Oh wow, you do. Okay. Dang it! So they brought back that stupid mechanic from Mega Man 5 and 6 to where you get interrupted, it will cancel your charge. It will cancel your charge shot. So it's still very irritating. But yeah, okay. So if I was playing normal or hard mode, Proto Man would have taken a lot more damage than that. So that's why I do not recommend playing as Proto Man in normal or hard mode unless if you're a skilled player. Alrighty, and just like in Mega Man 9, he gets the exact same weapon as Mega Man. He gets the exact same weapon as Mega Man does. The exact same weapons as Mega Man does. And they function the exact same, so no difference there. Yeah, figured I'd showcase that. Alrighty, so return to the title screen, and I'm gonna showcase Bass's gameplay as well. Alright, so once again, just like in Mega Man and Bass, he can dash just like X and Zero can in their games, and he can also shoot in 7 directions. And again, the only thing that's missing from his main moveset from Mega Man and Bass is the double jump. But in spite of that, he is still the best character in this game. And a lot of speedruns that I see on this game are always them playing as Bass. Excuse me. Because in preparation for this video, I looked up speedruns of people playing as Mega Man. But I get why they choose to play as Bass since he's obviously much faster. But wow, there are hardly any like I mean, there are a couple of speed runs you know, doing Mega Man, but they're really ever speed runs of Proto Man. So yeah, even they know Proto Man sucks. So, yeah. But yeah, so I am gonna be playing as him in hard mode, and as what you guys are saying right now, this one is going to feature a lot more enemies than usual. So yeah, so Bass, so for that reason, Bass is gonna be the best. Bass is the best character to use for hard mode, as he can avoid some enemy attacks with ease, and also the fact that he can shoot in 7 directions. So 1, 2, yeah. So the game already showed us this, so we don't need to explain that a second time. Alright, so make sure those green enemies do not blow up. Make sure those green enemies do not blow up these bombs right here, to where I think it reveals another enemy. All right, yeah, so turn around a bit to make him despawn. Right. Oh god, okay, I'm already getting screwed here, unfortunately. Okay, so I gotta shoot them first. Watch out. Oh god, okay. Okay, just gotta watch for the bullets. I gotta. There we go. There we go. If I was playing as Mega Man there, he would have a hard time avoiding that. Dang it. Alright, just wait for it. Alright, come on, shoot. There you go. Nice. Look at this. He can avoid those enemies easily with dash jumping. So it is just like in Mega Man and Bass. And he can even avoid that big guy as well. It is so useful. Alright, take this dude out. Alright, dash jump. Yeah, it literally feels like I'm playing a Mega Man X game. Or even a Zero game. Or even a Zero game even. So it's literally so awesome. Alright, there we go. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Those enemies from Nitro Man stage. They are in this stage's hard mode. So yeah, they are very so I remember when I first played this, to where they were nearly impossible to see coming in time. So yeah. So thankfully I am familiar with this already, but unfortunately I'm already a bit low on health though, because I already took way too much damage. But yeah. Again, this is the hard mode of the game, so obviously these enemies are gonna be more troublesome than they've ever been before. Alright, so Bass, so this right here, okay, and I also forgot to mention this for Proto Man, I'll probably showcase that later. But yeah, so Bass, just like in, I don't remember if this was in Mega Man and Bass, I might have to replay that, but this is the treble boost, to where Bass can fuse with his companion Trouble. So yeah, so yep, this is it. So this is pretty much what we saw in Mega Man 7 and 8, to where he can literally transform. Where they both can transform. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Where they can fuse with each other, and it grants them the access. It grants them the access to hover abilities. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. All right, I'm gonna try to lock in this time. Alright, you stop it. Ooh, god, that was close. Good. Yeah, his base buster is weaker than Mega Man's Mega Buster. Okay. Nice. Okay, managed to avoid that very cleanly. Dang it! Of course he still hits me. Oh god, okay. I think I went in a little too early. I cannot see a thing. Okay, close. Get out of here. Alrighty, I'm gonna wait for this. But I like how his sprite is literally every color of Mega Man's. Just just with Bass's skin on it. Now you get out of here. Alrighty, I'm gonna just wait for this. And by the way, how you dash in this game is that it's pretty much, it has the exact same inputs as the slide. So yeah, so you literally have to push down on the D-pad, and then that's where you can get up the dash. So yeah, it works a lot differently. Oh, I got hit there. It works a lot differently from Mega Man and Bass, where you have to double tap. Why did they decide to put that enemy there? Wow, I still made that even though I couldn't see anything. That was insane. Literally insane. Anyway, up against Commando Man, and they even changed the bosses in hard mode as well, to where I think all of them have entirely new attacks that you only see in this mode. So pretty much like Mega Man X6 is extreme mode. Anyways, let's lock in here. Yep, he has a new attack to where he does a ground pound, and he will when he does that ground pound, he leaves a shockwave that will go across the ground, and he does aim directly at you when he does it. Okay, lock in. Dang! I tried to jump, it was too late. Come on. Okay, that's okay. You have to have a fast reaction time to that. Okay, let's try again. Okay, this time we're gonna do it at full health. Just need to read his movements. Alright, what's he gonna do? Nice. Nope. Oh, come on. I literally jumped. Come on, you gonna do it? Yes. Yeah, so that is a new attack that he does in this mode. Nice. Alright. I swear, like, I think it's because I pressed the X button, I think a frame too late after he hit the ground. Because of course, just like Guts Man and Mega Man 1, when he does his ground pound, he will stun the characters. And also, during his shockwave move, when he punches the ground, he will also stun the characters as well with that move. So yeah, so you need to have a very fast reaction time to that. Alrighty, and of course, Bass also gets the exact same weapons as Mega Man and Proto Man do. So once again, no real difference there. But yeah, I will eventually be doing a live stream playthrough of this game's hard mode as Bass, as he is the best character to use for hard mode, and I feel like you know, with the way his moves, with the way his moves work and how hard mode is designed, I feel like they were done specifically for Bass, not for Mega Man. Though I think there are task speed runs where they actually play it as hard mode as Mega Man, but yeah, I can never beat this game in hard mode with Mega Man or Proto Man. So I definitely can with Bass, and I have beaten this game in hard mode. I have beaten this game in hard mode before as Bass. Yeah, so I will be doing that in a future live stream. But yeah, anyways, that was all that Mega Man 10 has to offer. Oh yeah, also forgot to showcase this, by the way. I don't know how I forgot this. Yeah, I forgot to showcase this, by the way. But Proto Man also has his own special items as well. So I'm gonna showcase this, and then I will leave. Also, I love how he blows his. I love how he whistles before the stage starts. So he he has Proto. Okay, I'm assuming this is called Proto Coil and Proto Jet. So yeah, these are pretty much his. These are pretty much his versions of the Rush Coil and Rush Jet, respectively. So yeah, it's literally just a spring, and he also has this, which kind of looks a lot like item 2, surprisingly enough. But yeah, wow, you can learn. Okay, well, not really useful for that for this section right there. And yeah, and I love how he gets them right off the bat. So another reason why you should play as him in easy mode. Alrighty. But that was everything that Mega Man 10 has to offer, at least for the main game. Alright, so we are gonna go to challenges, as that is where you have access to Mega Man 9's and 10's challenges. I like how it's using the Robot Master intro theme from Mega Man 8. Kinda weird. Anyways, we're gonna so we have to go to original challenges. I think it's this. No, it's not this one. It's not that one. It's Time Attack. So I'm gonna showcase this as well. So yeah, so this is special stage 1. So I have beaten this, and yeah, we're gonna show the replay because why not? So yeah, might as well just show the replay, so that way I can show off my post commentary. So yeah, so this stage right here is a complete remake of one of these stages from Dr. Wily's Revenge on the original Game Boy, and this is where you fight Anchor, which is how I got his special weapon. So yeah, so this is pretty cool. I actually like that they added these, and these are pretty much the closest we've ever gotten to this is pretty much the closest we've ever gotten to remakes of the Game Boy games. I feel like this is something that Capcom should have considered at some point. Like, instead of just making these special stage challenges, they could have just made full-on remakes. Like this is something that Inti Creates, both Capcom and Inti Creates should have suggested. Yeah, this is nice. But yeah, so I did play through this. I did play through this in my off time before recording this video. So you're gonna see me pause buffering a lot, so that way I have better reactions to what's going on. And I believe these themes are exclusive to these stages, I believe. Since I don't really play Mega Man. I don't really play this game's challenge modes or Mega Man 9's challenge modes all that much. So I don't really know. I just don't really know most of them, or like if they use the same themes and whatnot. But yeah, it's cool that they're there, and it's also awesome that they brought these back for Mega Man 11 as well, in which I will be showcasing that game's challenge modes as well. And so yeah, that game's gonna be the final one that I cover in this retrospective. And most recently I platinumed that game, as it was very treacherous. Some of the trophies were really annoying to gather, where you had to beat the game at a certain you'd have to beat the game at you'd have to beat the game at under an hour, and also having to beat you'd also have to beat the game in any superhero difficulty. And yes, that game also has difficulty modes just like this game does. I say that the most hardest but most agonizing one is the Dr. Light's Trial trophy, to where in that one you'd have to go through 30 segments all in one life. Now occasionally after the bosses that you encounter, when you beat them, the game does let you get extra life, so that way you have another shot. But really, really the true testament of that mode is it's just reacting to enemy attacks, knowing where they're gonna spawn, and also knowing the enemy environment as well. Yeah, I will get into more on that. When I cover that game next in this retrospective. Anyway, so again, they decided to bring back those annoying drill enemies from Metal Man stage from Mega Man 2. And here he is. Here is Anchor. Or Anchor? I don't know how to pronounce his name. So yeah, so I got a little scared throughout this boss fight, since there are E-tanks on these stages. I was not able to find one in this level, so that's why you see me struggling against this dude a lot. But yeah, so this guy was the main antagonist of Dr. Wily's Revenge, and yeah, you're seeing me pause buffering to react. You're seeing me pause buffering a lot so that I can react to Anchor's next move. So yeah, because like he just loves to jump around. He just loves to jump around all across the screen. And yeah, you see him holding up his sword. If you fire your Mega Buster shots into his sword, that's when he charges it up, and then he will fire his Crescent Wave at you. So yeah, so that's why I'm pause buffering a lot, so that way it's easier for me to react to his attacks. It's something that I do in a lot of Mega Man games, so that it gives me more room to read what bosses like this are going to do. And we also fought against this guy in Mega Man 5 on Game Boy, as well as 4 others. So, I know already this is ridiculous. I was just trying to survive here, because I got really scared. I just got really scared because I could not predict what this MF was going to do. Yeah, I just kept on pausing so much. Yikes. Okay, I think it's 2 more. Yeah, I think it was 2 more hits, I believe. Okay, come on. He's almost dead. Okay, and I got scared because sometimes he would try to run at you. Okay, he didn't do it there that time. Okay, I think he does it after. I think he did it after this, I believe. Yeah, okay, so he did it after that. Yeah, I could not predict that whatsoever. So yeah. So it's literally nothing but RNG. There we go. So unfortunately long fight right there, due to me trying to study his patterns. Alright, so that was it for that right there. Alright, so for special stage 2, so that I can do post commentary on this one as well. So this is a stage. So this stage is a remake of one of the later stages from Mega Man 3 on Game Boy. One of the later stages from Mega Man 3 on Game Boy. And right here is where I use the Mirror Buster that I had acquired from Enker. So yeah, I already showed it off multiple times in the main game. So yeah, it's really cool that once you beat these stages, you get to have the Mega Man Killer's weapons forever, even if you start a new game. And it should be noted that Mega Man is the only character in this game who has access to those weapons, since what is it? Proto Man was only in a few games. He was even in Mega Man 4. He was even in Mega Man 4 on Game Boy, in which he only appeared, I think, 3 times. I think twice or 3 times. But yeah, he didn't really have a significant role. Yeah, right here is where you can find an E-Tank. I think that's the only one of these 3 special stages where you can find an E-Tank at an obvious spot. Yeah, so Mega Man is the only character who can use the Mega Man Killer special weapon, as Proto Man and Bass cannot use them at all. And by the time of the releases of the Game Boy games, Bass was not even created yet, as he first appeared in Mega Man 7, which was released after the Game Boy games. So yeah, so it wouldn't really make any sense either way as to how he could use them. But yeah. Alright, so carefully using this thing from Blade Man stage, and I'm also gonna use the wheel cutter to climb the wall much faster. I'm guessing this is I'm gonna assume this is why Dr. Light created X, who is capable of doing cool ass wall jumping. Which surprisingly, we've already seen Blade Man do that, and also Pluto from Mega Man 5 from Game Boy Mega Man 5. Right there, it's some crazy stuff. All right, you can see here that I screwed up a lot. You can see here that I screwed up a couple times since yeah, I was trying to see if I'd had enough time to use Nitro Man to get up here, but unfortunately those shield attacker enemies move super quick, so I unfortunately did not have enough time to use that strat. Yes, and I remember this from the original. I remember this from the original stage from Game Boy Mega Man 3. And so this one, I remember this part. I remember this part being one of the most annoying ones. And for some reason, I didn't think to use Mirror Buster here. I feel like I could have used. Yeah, for some reason, I didn't think to use Mirror Buster there. Like I don't even know why I went with the triple blade. Anyways, Wheel Cutter, very nice. Love that ability. And then I killed the Strike Band enemy with the triple blade, and this is when okay, so I went for the health pickup. Yeah, I like to think that this is a remix of the original stage. But again, I only ever beat Mega Man. I only ever beat Game Boy Mega Man 3 once, so I already don't remember. I already don't remember too much of it. Anyways, these annoying crushers from Wily Stage 2. And thank God I got past them this. Okay, not yet. There's more. It feels nice to be doing post commentary, essentially. Because if I actually played this for real, then yeah, I wouldn't have a lot of time to discuss some other things. But yeah, and I hate that my rebound strikes failed. I really hate that my rebound strikes with that spider enemy, which allowed him to, which ended up leaving me wide open. I always hate it when it happens. Oh yeah, okay, so now I remember why I didn't use Mirror Buster earlier, as it is the weakness of Punk here, and yes, that is his name. That is his name. It's a pretty weird name. And yeah, this guy was super tricky because he moves super fast. To where you'd actually have to bait in. Yeah, I cannot speak. You'd have to bait him into throwing his screw crushes at you. And then my main problem with the Mirror Buster is that unlike with the way it functioned in the original Wily's Revenge, when you deflect bullets, the crescent wave will always go straight forward, no matter where the shot is deflected from. So it would have been very useful against Punk here. So that's why right here I am pausing and unpausing, and I did have to use my E-Tank. I am pause buffering so that I can have a better reaction to what he's going to do. Yeah, I think that does 3 damage, I believe it does. Oh my god. And because the crescent waves are missing, I end up wasting my weapon ammunition for the weapon. I don't know how long this video is going to be by the time I start editing it, but yeah, this is pretty much gonna take up the most time. But yeah, I do hope to get this out by Friday, as my main upload schedule is going to be on Fridays now. So I will be doing my best to provide videos every Friday, now that I got my YouTube partner program back. And what I aim to do, nice, Punk has been defeated. What I aim to do is that I do want to do my best to acquire 4,000 watch hours so that I can finally fully monetize my videos. So that's the only thing left, and then that's when I can finally become a full-time creator, as I do intend on making this a full-time job. So I am gonna keep doing my best. Anyway, so here is Special Stage 3, which I think is a complete remake of, I think, one of the Space Station stages from Mega Man 4 on Game Boy, to where it has these enemies coming up from pits. Which, by the way, in that stage, it had those enemies from Napalm Man stage from NES Mega Man 5, but instead has those ones from Commando Man stage. Yeah, I recognize this level design. It's exactly how it was in the original stage from that game. And thank God for the iframes. Thank God for the iframes right there. to where if Mega Man did not have his invincibility frames, he would have instantly died, as that was one of the things that I did not like about Mega Man 1, where even with your iframes, you can even with your iframes, and if you fall down on a spike, you will still be insta-killed. Oh wow, they even remixed the theme from those fortress stages from that game, Mega Man 4 and Game Boy. That's pretty sick. Ooh, and this, okay, so these things I hated. I think you encountered these after, I think it happens after you beat Ballet the second time, I think, where you have to go through that section while also avoiding the explosions that follow you. And I think I remember dying there a few times. Honestly, I cannot imagine playing the Game Boy Mega Man games, at least the first four anyway, without save states, since the first time I played those games was through the 3DS's Virtual Console, which unfortunately had closed down its eShop back in 2023, 3 years ago. But fortunately, you can play the Game Boy games on the Nintendo Switch's online service. The only thing that's missing though are the Game Boy Color Mega Man X games. As nowadays the only way to play those games now, since the Nintendo eShop had been discontinued, are through emulators, or if you spend I don't know, maybe like 500, 600. I don't know the price for those, but unless if you want to spend a lot of money just to play on original hardware, either on an actual Game Boy Color or a Game Boy Advance. Thank God I bought them when they were still available, as I still have access to those games. Thank God I managed to purchase them before the eShop went down. So yeah, I can still play them. At least I can still play them on official hardware. But yeah. Oh my God, and I hated this part too. So yeah, so for this one I had to look up a guide for this one. But what they want you to do here is that you actually have to use Solar Man in order to blow up these missile bomb things. So how did I do this? Okay, so I think I used it right here. Oop, okay. Yeah, I used it right here so that I can blow up these next two bombs. Very nice. Yeah, so this is exactly how it played out in the actual stage. Alrighty. Alright, and of course before the boss fight, you have the health pickup and the weapon energy pickup, but I did not need the energy. I did not need the weapon energy pickup, obviously, as I already have enough Screw Crusher energy to be able to hit Ballet with it, as this move is his weakness. So Mega Man 4 was the second Game Boy Mega Man game that I put the most hours into, so I was aware of how Ballet fights. The thing is, though, he is a lot faster in this game than he was in Game Boy Mega Man 4 and in Game Boy Mega Man 5. Because obviously this game was built on a completely different gameplay engine. Oh God, okay, I was getting cooked right there. Oh gosh. But I did still manage to make it still. And once again, I am pause buffering so that I can react the way he's about to do. Do I get it? Nope, okay, I still missed. Alright, pause buffering to know what he's going to do next. Oh wow, I forgot, if you pause in this game while firing a weapon, your weapon projectile will despawn. But yeah, very tricky fight, because man, I came close to dying right there. He almost killed me. A very close call right there. Yeah, so this is what happens. So this is what happens when you beat those stages. When you beat them, you have access to their weapons. So yeah, figured I'd showcase that right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Alrighty, so that's it for those special stage challenges that I wanted to showcase there. And now, of course, before I end off the video, we are gonna take a look at the museum. So this is something that I have done for all the games up to this point, except for Mega Man and Bass and Mega Man 5 on Game Boy. Since for Mega Man and Bass, I did have to play the GBA version on the Wii U's Virtual Console, and for Game Boy Mega Man 5, I did play the DX version, which displays everything in color, and that it removed the slowdown. So feel free to check out my videos. Feel free to check out my videos on those for more information. So yeah, so unfortunately, just like Mega Man 9, Mega Man is no longer taller and is back to his babyish short look, in which I just was never too fond of personally. And the same is for other characters like Proto Man. Like, again, how do you go from Mega Man 8 to this, to where, because like one thing that I loved about Mega Man 7 and 8 is that the characters were depicted taller and had some more maturity. But for this game in Mega Man 9, and because of the fact that they decided to make them NES inspired, they had to regress the characters' heights, unfortunately. So and of course this also applies to Bass right here as well, where he looked much more cooler in Mega Man 7 and 8. Now he just looks I don't know, just typical. He just looks pretty much angy, like babyish as well. I don't know the perfect way to describe that. Dr. Wily is also short. So yeah, it's so pretty much just making it more akin to the sprite-based artwork and everything. Alright, no artwork of Dr. Wily. No artwork of Dr. Light, Roll, or Otto. Maybe are there some here? Okay, well I'll have to find that out later on. Alright, where did I leave off? Okay, it's right here. Alright, so artwork of Commando Man right here. Love his design. Artwork of Sheep Man. I actually have a question to say it, but how is it that he's weak to Strike Man? How is it that he's weak to Strike Man? Like, is it because sheeps are allergic to balls or something? Like, I don't really know. Anyways, here's Strike Man. Literally, yeah, he's literally a baseball themed robot master. So yeah, he's even got the pitch glove too. Yeah, sick stuff. This is Solar Man, and this is probably the closest we can get to a second Pharaoh Ball, as that weapon was one of my favorite, or not one of my favorites, but that weapon was my favorite one in the entirety of Mega Man 4, because it worked as both an offensive and defensive weapon. So good stuff. Got Chill Man right here, who's literally nothing like Chill Penguin from Mega Man X, but I just find it funny how they decided to name him this. We got Nitro Man, who's pretty much Turbo Man 2.0, as he can also. Okay, so I actually did notice during his fight, so he doesn't actually turn into a motorcycle, rather he actually spawns one. So, yeah, so if that makes any sense. We got Blade Man. Oh wow, okay, so he literally has swords for arms. That's crazy. I like how his head is literally sword shaped as well. And like I said, he is the second ninja based robot master, as the first was Shadow Man from Mega Man 3. We got Pup Man right here, who surprisingly looks a lot like Dive Man from Mega Man 4. Yeah, they're literally the same color, and have the same face too. Crazy. Oh yeah, and I never noticed his arm kind of looking like Spring Man's arm from Mega Man 7. I know it's really hard to tell. Anyways, so we got artwork of Mega Man using his special weapons. This is the Water Shield. This is the Commando Bomb. Now, I'm kind of surprised it didn't show artwork of the bomb's explosives. Would have been nice. This is the Thunder Wall, which again is the worst weapon, one of the worst weapons in the entire classic series. It's right up there with Spark Shot from Mega Man 3 and Power Stone from NES Mega Man 5. So these are at least in the top 3 worst weapons in the entire classic series. All right, this is the Screw Crusher. Now, even though this move is not that great for damage output, but it can be useful for a few certain things, like how those enemies that pop up from pits, if you time your shot just right, you can actually kill them before they have a chance to fully come out from the pit. So, I believe it works. And it works exactly the same as it did in Game Boy Mega Man 3. All right, this is the Solar Blaze. To where if it explodes, it will send out fire waves in opposite directions. This is the Chill Spike, and like the Commando Bomb, the actual spikes from the weapon does more damage than directly striking enemies and freezing them with it. Yeah, it does take a while to learn. Alright, Triple Blade, to where you can shoot 3 blades in 3 different intervals. So help settle that. This is the Bully Cracker. So acts the same as it did in Game Boy Mega Man 4, to where you can aim it in 7 directions. This is the Wheel Cutter. Oh yeah, I haven't actually mentioned this yet, but this weapon functions very similarly to Wheel Gator's weapon from Mega Man X2, to where it also rolls along the ground. The only difference is that X is not able to do the same with how Mega Man does with the Wheel Cutter, to where it allows him to speed up wall climbing on walls. Though this is something that X can already do with his own ability to wall jump, but still though. These weapons are very similar. And here's the Mirror Buster, to where it forms a barrier in front of Mega Man, and if any projectile hits it, they will turn into a crescent wave and will be deflected right back at them. So I did use that a couple of times throughout my run. And this is the Rebound Striker. So I already explained what that does multiple times. This is Edgar himself. Love his design. Looks pretty childish. This is Ballade. Yeah, he has the exact same face as Edgar does. And the only one that's different is Punk right here. So I actually like his design. He looks pretty freaking cool. And he literally has no mouth either. But if you look at his stomach, or I don't know, I think his body, like the center part of his body, like if you look at the lines under his face, it kind of looks like he's smiling there. So good luck on seeing that. Anyway, this is the main artwork for the Japanese version of the game, which is obviously way better than the US version. Because for some reason, for this game and Mega Man 9, they decided to bring back the bad box art Mega Man. I don't understand why they felt the need to do that. It's so stupid. I never really liked that at all. I thought the best I thought the best one was the one from Mega Man 1's US artwork, to where that version of bad box art Mega Man got referenced in other Capcom titles, like the Resident Evil 3 remake, to where you play as one of the characters. I think their names are Leon and Clary, either one of them. And during one of the stages in that game, they actually walk up to this collection of other Capcom products and series, and they had I think there was a copy of one of the Street Fighter games that was displayed there, and alongside that, you can see a statue of the Bad Box Art Mega Man in that game. So yeah, I really love the meta tropes that these games have. So it's so cool. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, I really love this artwork right here to where so I'm guessing Mega Man and Proto Man are pretty much the X and Zero of the classic series, pretty much. So yeah, because it's pretty much like in it's pretty much like in Mega Man X4 and also Mega Man and Bass, to where you play as one of them and then you're stuck with that character for the entirety of the game. But yeah. Anyways, Sonic Heroes Mega Man Edition. So yep, Mega Man, Proto Man, and Bass. All three of them working together as a team, despite the fact that Bass is made by Dr. Wily, and that's Rock and Proto. Oh yeah, speaking of Proto, I haven't even addressed this yet in this retrospective, but Proto Man's original Japanese name is Blues. So yeah, I think I'll just call him Blues, as if it were his real name, in universe. But yeah. So anyways, like I was saying, Rock, Blues, and Bass, despite the fact that Bass was created by Dr. Wily and that Rock and Blues were made by Dr. Light. But either way, still a great team, still a good team up. And this is the title logo for the game. This wasn't in the museum for the previous game, so I'm not sure why they did it for this game. But yeah, it's nice that it's there. Anyways, design concept for Blade Man, looking all swaggy right here. Like bro, it literally looks like bro is just trying to show off. Pretty funny. And concept up, so more concept artwork of Blade Man. Alright, this is design concept for Pup Man. Wow, he was originally gonna look like this? Man, I kind of wish that was a design that was used. But unfortunately, this one was his final design, just making him. Yeah, this right here is his final design. But this one's one of the early prototype designs, and even this one looks way better than the one we got. What the heck gives, Capcom? Alright, so more of this stuff. But I'm probably just gonna skim through these. I'm probably just gonna skim through most of these. So design artworks for Commando Man. Whoa, this is chill, man. He was originally gonna look this big. He was originally gonna be this huge. What? Dang. Well, at least I think I'm starting to prefer his final design because I think he looks so much better. Oh wow. Okay, so this design looks like it comes from the X series. Crazy. What the heck? Okay, now he looks like Gate from Mega Man X6 now. What? And now he resembles Hornet Man right here from Mega Man 9. Interesting. Am I missing something or? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So the difference is there is a yellow beam light on his chest, and the second one is just it just has vents there. Anyway, concept artwork for Nitro Man, as he was originally going to be blue. Oh yeah, and he was gonna turn into a motorcycle. Yeah, that was changed for the final game. Now he's looking a lot like Proto Man right there. Yeah, what's this? Okay, also Nitro Man. Alright, pretty nice. Oops, my bad. I did not mean to hit R1. God dang it! I keep making mistakes like that over and over again. But I'm just gonna skip through these. Alright, so concept artwork for Sheep Man, as he was originally going to look like this, and also fat, and also gonna look like this. Also was going to look like this as well. Okay, right here, this one on the left kind of resembles Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, with the ponytail, like those things on the sides of his head look like a ponytail hair, ponytail style hair. And this is where they brought in his final design. Okay, these ones are pretty funny. Right, anything else to look at? Alright, so here's the design concept for Strike Man. Kind of reminds me of that one Harpuya artwork from the Zero series, where he's literally putting his foot on the ball. Unfortunately, this is what his final design looks like. I feel like his original concept design looked way better. Yeah, or at the very least, it would have worked. It would have worked the best on a different Robot Master. Alright, this is Solar Man. He was originally going to look like this. Pretty much be in reference to Saturn from Game Boy. Pretty much be a reference to Saturn from Game Boy Mega Man 5. Seriously, this looks a lot like the Pharaoh shot from Mega Man 4. I don't know why. That smug expression. All of his smug expressions. Look at that smile. Anyway, design concept of Wily's castle. And very surprisingly, how for stage 4 it goes all the way up to outer space. Like, how is Wily able to do some of that? I get the feeling that this is where Dr. Eggman took notes in the Sonic series. It's crazy. Alright, Wily's castle number 2. Wily's castle number 3, which has been colored. And Wily's castle 4. Got a few more there. Wily's castle 5. Oh wow, this one's an interesting one. You get to see Mega Man standing right there, watching these events unfold. Wily Castle 6. What is this one? Weird one. And I had some more. And this is the stage sketch. Unfortunately, I cannot read Japanese, so I cannot translate what any of this is saying right now. But it's nice that they're there. Stage sketch 2. What is this? Oh jeez. I got no idea what this one's supposed to be. I'm gonna assume this was probably a scrap stage or whatever. Alright, this one looks like a rocket shuttle type area, at least from what it looks like. It's a bit hard to tell. Oh yeah, okay, so this one is where they were getting the idea for the first part of Wily Stage 1, to where it was playing the melancholic theme. But yeah, it's nice that there's concept of that as well. Stage sketch 5. Got no idea what this one's supposed to be. Stage sketch 6. Alright, pretty cool. This one is concept artwork of Chill Man stage. Looking a lot like Holoska from Sonic Unleashed. Okay, more. Some more of these concept artworks. Oh wow, there's a knight statue in there. I think this is a concept artwork for Blade Man stage. This one has to be Pump Man stage. If you look at the screen water here. And what's this one supposed to be? I cannot read what that says on that pink flag. I think it says something along the lines like ILW STAD. Yeah, I cannot read the rest of that. I think that's what it says there. Anyway, this is the sketch for Strike Man stage. You can see the E-Tick right there. You can see the Dr. Wily logo there. It's pretty nice. I kind of want to see another sports-themed Mega Man game. Like, I would not mind that whatsoever. And what is this one? I don't recognize this one. Looks a lot like it looks a lot like that cyberspace stage from Mega Man 04. And I'm guessing this is also a reference to the Battle Network series, which I do plan on covering someday. Alright, this one is supposed to be, I think, Commando Man stage. Even though you don't see this, or you don't see this green tower, the other one, in the actual stage. I'm thinking this is Nitro Man stage. Hard to tell. Anyways, design concept intro movie artwork of all 3 characters. They all got the side profile. Alright, this is concept artwork of Mega Man from the opening cutscene where he's running with Proto Man. Alright, and this one of Proto Man also from the opening cutscene. And this did not appear in the opening cutscene, so I'm gonna assume this one was scrapped. But it kind of looks as though Bass is dashing right here. So, look at what it seems like. And this is the concept for, or this is the production for the movie cutscene, where Roll is sick. So yeah, poor Roll, by the way. And again, I literally mentioned that's the Robot Enza virus is basically a foreshadowing to the Sigma virus in the X series, which starts with, I think it actually starts with Mega Man X2, I think. But yeah, I could be wrong on that. Oh wow, same one, but it's okay, same image, but except Mega Man does not have his helmet. Okay, so they made 2 different variations, one with Mega Man with his helmet on, and another with his helmet off. And obviously this was the one that was scrapped. Like, it's either the artist forgot to include the helmet on him, or maybe that was done deliberately at the last second. Yeah, it's literally same artworks, but the same artworks, it's literally the same artworks, but Mega Man without his helmet. So yeah. Yes, and this we did see in the actual game. This is the production version of that scene. And what's the difference here? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so this artwork to where Wily is unscathed, and another where he looks very banged up. Like you can see that his sleeve and the part of the shirt on his shoulder has been ripped off. And dang. Look, he kind of looks like he got beat up. And he also has a band-aid. He also has a band-aid on his forehead. He also has a band-aid on his forehead as well. And this is the medicine. This is the medicine that Roll had to give to Mega Man as he was starting to feel sick. Oh, and this one, I love this one. Look at Proto Man. Look at Proto Man's face right here. Like he knows something does not add up at all. Like, come on. Like, I don't understand why Mega Man still chooses to trust Wily despite everything that they have been to at this point. So yeah, Proto Man's expression here, he has every right to be skeptical. He has every right to be skeptical. Like, look at him. He's literally, out of all the characters in the classic series, Proto Man has the most common sense. Cause like he loves to ore farm, he's very smart and all that. So yeah, he's essentially the Piccolo of the classic Mega Man series, like literally. Alrighty, and same. Okay, so same artwork, only except Mega Man does not have his. Only except that they didn't draw Mega Man with his helmet on, but instead with his hair. So yeah, no real difference there. Alrighty, Wily in his iconic pose. There's Rule about to give Mega Man the medicine, with Dr. Light expressing genuine concern for his daughter. It makes sense, as he is their creation, which makes him their dad. And this one, this one where Wily escaped. Did he actually use his ship to leave the window? Like, how was it able to fit through? How was it able to fit through that without causing damage? Weird. Oh, what the heck? Why are the airman? Wait a minute. Wait, so these, okay, so this one right here, so these enemies we've seen in Airman stage in Mega Man 2, but for this one on the left, they have these enemies coming out from these tube things, whatever they are, from Cloudman stage from Mega Man 7. Okay, interesting. Okay, and what's this? Oh, okay, so the controls for bass right here. And looks like he was doing a charge shot right there. And I begin to think that got scrapped. Oh wow, this game was originally going to feature a, I'm going to assume, a robot with a sword, or you fight the sword. That's moving by itself, kind of like that one mini boss from Magna Centipede stage from Mega Man X2. And this sword, I begin to think that this is Sword Band's sword from Mega Man 8. Like, has the exact same design and everything. Interesting. Anyway, on the Met variants. Okay, this one. Okay, so this one with the knight armor on kind of reminds me of one of the power-ups that Kirby gets in Kirby Super Ultra Star. I'm gonna pronounce that right. But yeah, that's essentially what that is. Alrighty, and what's this? Design concept. Sniper Joes were originally going to use their net. And it looks like this enemy is throwing a football. What it looks like. Ooh, Eggman. Did I say Eggman? Mega Man got hit by a bat right here, which is pretty funny. Ooh, it even got a toaster that spawns enemies. I can see that being an enemy type. Yeah, so they show that right there. Anyways, and what's this? Alright, some more concept artwork. There is Yellow Devil right there. Mirror's just rocking around. Oh wow. Okay, so they brought in the sprite of the mini boss of Turbo Man stage from Mega Man 7. I didn't even know that was in this game. Alright, some more design concept. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm guessing this was oh yeah, I just realized. So this has to be the design concept of those enemies that we saw in Solar Man stage and in some of the Wily stages, to where they stop flat, where they charge up their attack, they delay for a minute before they shoot. So yeah, I think this right here is what those enemies are. This guy is riding on a horse from what it looks like. And I think that right there is the main ship that Mega Man, Dr. Lights, and all the other characters are currently residing in. And what's this? Oh wow, so there was originally going to be a 3-headed dog boss for this game. Instead, it got replaced with the owl/eagle enemies. Okay, I'm gonna assume those guys are owls. And those guys have got to be owls, as we encountered in Solar Man stage and in Wily stage 2. Say good stuff. What is this? This dude got an anchor? I'm not sure what that guy's doing with those. Alright, these drawings are pretty cute. No idea what the N and 5 things are supposed to mean. Yeah, but unfortunately though, they did get scrapped from the game. And what's this? Whoa, is he? Wow, is this guy trying to throw that at Mega Man's crotch? I mean, I get that they're robots, but still though. That seems kind of messed up. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's looking like, okay, I'm guessing they were originally gonna be a Sniper Joe enemy as well. Alright, and some more of this stuff that got scrapped from the final game. They were gonna have a baseball bat enemy as well. Oh yeah. I'm getting really tired right now. What is this supposed to be? Oh wow. Okay, so it looks like a cat-like enemy or whatever that is fell on top of Mega Man right there. Yeah, I love a lot of these. And what's this one? Okay, so it looks like this is also gonna be in the game as well before I just grabbed it. Very nice. Alright, these are all pretty cool. Alrighty. Alright, so that's pretty much all these sketches. Yeah, but this is the this was the mid boss for Sheepman stage and also in Wily 2. Look at this. Look at this this guy about to throw a very cute smiley snowball right there. A snowball right here, I mean. Oh no, Mega Man lost his head. What happened? Alrighty, and last but not least, alright, so this is the background design. This is number 1, and which most new players use. This is the background design for. This is the background design that features the artworks of the robot masters of this game, and background design 3, which is similar to the ones from Mega Man 8, which is similar to the ones from Mega Man 7, 8, and 9. And no 4th background, as the 4th background was taken directly from the original 2010 release. So yeah, pretty crazy. But anyways, everyone, that is gonna be it for Mega Man 10, a game that I very thoroughly enjoy. It still has some issues, but thankfully it managed to address most flaws that Mega Man 9 had. Which one are we gonna use here? Which shop shall I use? Oh wow, I forgot Proto Man and Bass have their own shop themes. It's pretty interesting. Ooh, okay, I like this one. We're gonna use it. But anyways, guys, that is it for this very long video on Mega Man 10. There was a lot in this game. There was a lot in this game to cover, more than usual, but I will still do my best to get this up by at least Friday. So yes, because that is gonna be my new upload schedule. But yeah, like I said, love Mega Man 10 since this released back in 2010. As this was 2 years after Mega Man 9, which released in 2008, and very crazy is that this was the last Mega Man game for 8 years until Mega Man 11 released in 2018, and right now it's 2026, and Mega Man Dual Override had been announced in December 2025, and by the time that game releases next year, as part of the franchise's 40th anniversary, it will be 9 years since Mega Man 11. So yeah, been nearly a decade. So yeah, it's really crazy. But yeah, I'll delve into more on that once I cover that game next in this retrospective. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for me, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed this. Really hope you all enjoyed this one. And yes, the final game in the classic Mega Man retrospective will be Mega Man 11, released on 8th gen systems. So the PS4 version of the game is the only one that I own, so that'll be the version I'll be using for that video. So yeah, so I will be explaining my full thoughts once we get to that game. So anyways, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, depending on which time zone you're in. And I will see you guys for my next video. So peace out, take care, and stay safe.